Sorry.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, hey. Welcome back. Wait, okay. I just want to make sure the screen was on the right screen. Hello. Welcome.
Are we unmuted this time?
Yes. Yes, we are. Welcome back to Ghosts in Saltmarsh. On the last exciting episode, the crew went out to scout a lizard folk lair west of Saltmarsh. Joining them was a blue wizard named Resnet, who was looking to recruit adventurers for an unknown goal. Narrowly avoiding hostilities, the party learned that the lizard folk did not move closer to Saltmarsh to hunt humans, but instead their original lair was raided and taken by a powerful branch of the Sahuagin theocracy. After a goodwill tour, the crew was able to convince the lizard folk into joining on an alliance with Saltmarsh against the Sahuagin threat just around the corner. Now, with the alliance of lizard folk, Lucatha, sea elves, Merfolk, and the town of Saltmarsh, each side makes preparations. And a week goes by, and people do things and buy things and do a bunch of other stuff like that. And we open up with Abby just finishing the conversation with a certain tiefling captain merchant.
Oh, yeah. Did I get my thing?
The one that only took a week, yes.
Yes. She's gonna thank her. Thank you. I gave her my money, and I will mark off that, and then I'm gonna run out to whichever one of these idiots I see first.
Well, this idiot's always by the dock.
So probably him first.
Oh yeah, because she sells from the ship, right?
Well, it's a shop right next to the docks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Josul, look what I got. I got a necklace that lets me watch, and I'm gonna jump into the water. And if he follows me, I'll start talking to him because I can breathe water now, guys.
Oh, that's most.
I still swim like a snail, but hey, I can breathe water at least.
At least you can breathe. That's the important part.
I like to think coincidentally, you scream that underwater, and it wakes up Axel and Sekald.
Yeah.
Wait.
Huh? What?
Wait.
Huh?
Are we going to attack? What is happening?
No.
You see, like
I was just excited and yelling because I can breathe underwater now, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good night.
Oh.
it's morning. We'll say.
Good morning.
Morning.
Axel like popped out of the deck of a sunken ship that's on the seabed floor, and there's like a kelp weave like weird tarp thing as the doorway.
Nice.
I need some full strength squid ink.
Don't you mean coffee?
Yeah. No.
I had this rather exotic tea last week you might have enjoyed. It did involve a bit of kelp.
Oh. Do that.
It was kelp, and I do believe there was some ginger and cinnamon involved.
What is a cinnamon?
It is the bark of a tree.
Now
It has a very unique flavor.
I shall try sometime.
now
In the meantime, I will find a squid.
I kind of wish one of you had a Jamaican accent now. Cinnamon.
A ghost of ice knife, man. No, that won't work. Don't ask me to do that again.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. So, Katie,
Fun stuff.
you hear a knock on your door at the tavern
Hello?
early in the morning.
Oh, who is it? Hello? Seriously?
this-
Okay.
Is this the residence of Kade? You're on the other side of the door.
Do I open the door? Because when they pronounce my name like that, I know it's probably... Oh, it's a marketer. All right, go to the door. I walk to the door, and I open the door, rub my... Yep. Mm-hmm. Hi. Hello.
You open the door, and you see a half-orc butler.
Whoa. Hello.
Tall, lanky, and awkward, the butler, you notice a single tusk juts out from his lower jaw. and for the way his warty skin contrasts with his fine, neat clothing. And he says,
Hey.
I apologize for the rude awakening, he says as he does a bow. And he says, my master was interested in finding you and the rest of your gang to help out with a certain task of his.
Okay. And you are?
My name is Vertag.
Bertag. And who do you work for?
Master Albrecht.
Albrecht.
You can give me a history check if you want.
Sure.
Give him a Jamaican accent.
Albrecht. Albrecht. How does a 9 sound?
You've heard it before. It's probably someone in town.
Okay. Sure. Did you pass the halfling downstairs? No, wait, hang on. One sec. Oh, I pick up my little satchel, bag of holding, throw it over my arm. Sure. They're probably downstairs somewhere. Come on. I walk across the landing to go downstairs, and I go, what? I walk back and I close my door and lock it, and then I walk back down the landing.
Mm-hmm. You head downstairs and you notice the rest of your gang isn't there yet. It is fairly early.
That means no breakfast yet. I'm gonna look behind the counter and see if there's any of that morning wake-up drink that may in fact be some kind of coffee.
You want some fresh squid juice?
Whoa. Oh, hey, sure, thanks.
There's like a tiny pink squid, and he just squeezes it, and just
that never gets less creepy. Thank you.
It's like a jellyfish from SpongeBob, you know.
Hey, quick question. Have you seen Abby?
Yeah, she went down to the docks. Said she was getting something.
Okay, thanks. All right, come on.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the move. Let's go. Come on. And I lead him outside toward the docks.
Okay. You head to the docks, probably coincidentally, as the head surface from the water.
Whoa, wait. Everybody went for a morning swim and nobody told me? Dude.
I can breathe the water now, Katie.
Whoa.
What's this? And I hold up the necklace.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking, nah, never mind. Cool.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Vertag, right? Vertag?
Vertag, yes.
Vertag. Yo, this is Vertag.
He gives you all a bow. He's definitely very butler dressed. Super.
This time Katie likes bows. Like, maybe I'm supposed to do that too. He's his boss is looking for us.
Are we in trouble?
Oh wait,
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Whew.
He's just
I
heard
forgot
of
to ask
Abby's gonna
that.
climb
He's
out
heard
of
of
the
your-
water and presto herself clean, dry.
He's heard of your endeavors, shutting down a few smugglers and helping form an alliance with these lizard people.
Oh, yes.
That is
It
the
was-
thing we did.
Who's
Yes,
your boss
that was
again?
us.
Merchant Arbrecht.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right
I
there.
recognize that.
History check.
Ooh, I rolled well.
Since you're a local, Abby, advantage.
Oh, thank God. And also I have lucky because I rolled a 1 again.
Oh.
16.
Marginally better. That's an 11.
I rolled a 17, so 19.
Why? Sekald, are you even going to roll? You don't need to.
I mean, am I even there yet?
Yeah, we'll just say everybody's there.
I was not under the impression I was there.
Yeah, I think you and Axel have the same place you sleep at.
No.
Or similar one.
No.
Okay.
Opposite side of the dock.
Oh,
Okay.
then I don't know where you are. We're just going to have to wait and find your ass.
Okay.
Fuck it. You see me walking away from Captain Zendros.
Okay, so the two guys that have been in Saltmarsh, probably the least amount of time out of everybody, recognizes the name. Hey! It's that one merchant guy. Apparently, he used to be at the level of a merchant prince, level of wealth,
Oh.
but he's been really down on his luck and he's just a normal merchant now.
Oh.
Pretty sure I saw him in the tavern drinking away his sorrows.
I highly doubt
Albrecht
it. He never
Drake.
leaves his mansion.
Albeck Dralian. Yes, I'm familiar with the name. He was quite the well merchant back in the time.
I believe you have another one with you. He's looking around for another fish person because you can tell he obviously doesn't know the different races.
That guy. Over there. I point down the dock to where Sekald is walking.
All right. Walks down to the other end of the dock. Could one of you get him? I'd rather not get
Hey,
his suit wet.
Sekald! Yo! Hey, Sekald! Over here! Hey! Hi! Sekald?
I kind of just want to have him look and then just dive into the water off the deck. But he'll notice the party's all gathered and head your direction. I'm sorry. I'm being a real ass today. I apologize.
Nah, you're fine. The half-orc's eyes widen when he sees you. It's almost like he just didn't expect you. You just seem to suddenly appear. Like it was just water surface, and then just suddenly your shape showed up as you appeared out of the water. Just because you blend in the most with the water compared to everybody else. And it is early morning. Like, you can see the light starting to come up from the horizon, but it's definitely, like, low light at the moment. Yes, you were the Arcanist, Sekald, correct?
Yep.
I have a possible
So what did
job
your
for
boss
you all.
need with us?
He'll explain.
Okay.
He has just sent
Oh,
me.
it's one of those kind of games.
He has just sent me to fetch you.
Is
Well,
this
consider
just
us
like a normal
fetched.
meeting or like a we should have our armor meeting?
I don't think armor will be needed.
Okay.
Josul's wearing his armor anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Abby has plate mail. She ain't wearing that shit unless she has to.
When Josul sells goods at the docks, he is pretty much ready for adventure at any moment.
Katie opens the satchel bag, reaches in, and just Mary Poppins out the long trench coat from the bag, closes it, puts the trench coat on, flicks the collar, and is like, I'm ready.
The butler has a very emotionless face, but he raises a single eyebrow when you do that. He says, "Then let's be on our way." As he does a turncoat 180, and he starts heading to the northern part of town.
I like this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull Corey out of my pocket and like put him on my shoulder so he can have a view while we're walking.
He playfully goes click click.
I follow, and like, since I'm the slowest person there, occasionally spend a bonus action to dash, so that I keep up.
Wait, quick question.
Because
Out of-
that's
out of-
the only way I can keep up.
Out of a reference to Dragon Ball Z, does the crab have a Jamaican accent?
The crab does not speak.
It's not an awakened crab.
Understands but cannot speak.
You know.
My apologies. I'm like I said.
If someone can't speak with animal, you can ask that question.
Well, we will find you a crab with a Jamaican accent.
I don't want one. I'm just saying, out of all the other references. Sorry. Once again, being an ass. Continue.
You're good. You're good. So, where is this? What is this mansion? Supposedly heading to.
Follow me. Totally not answering a private message. Alright, so head to the northern part of town. And that's where all of the richer part of town, essentially, the bigger houses. And you run into a fairly rundown, not like the house from your first adventures in Saltmarsh. But this one definitely is like the lawn isn't as well kept. Looks like it's been years of not getting that repair. Few
Neglect.
tiles missing on the roof, you know, that kind of stuff. But nothing major. There's like no collapsed spots or rotting wood or anything. And the butler leads you inside and takes you all to the greeting room. And there's like a nice coffee table and a bunch of nice furniture. But the place does feel kind of stuffy. It's almost like, going to grandma's house, kind of thing. Where everything's just slightly out of fashion. Like it's a little old-fashioned in here. I think Abby's the only one that'll really know that culturally. But
Probably.
yeah. But it's like that very, it just oozes out the I was rich kind of atmosphere.
Right.
A chandelier with cobwebs on it, So, when you guys get to seat and you get... he serves tea to everybody
Ooh.
with a pitcher of milk. Puts it on the table for you all.
Is it good?
I gotta test the butler's butler skills, and holy crap, this is the best tea you've ever had.
I take out a jar of honey.
Josel's head darts your direction as you take out the honey.
I will share my honey with everyone.
Be careful, you might offend the butler. You do not know if it is an insult to try to sweeten his tea.
The butler doesn't seem to care at all. He's already left the room.
It's a good remedy for a sore throat.
It's also really tasty.
That's
You
it.
have a
Best
sore throat.
remedy for a sore throat is to add a bit of whiskey and lemon juice to that honey.
Well, I did just swallow more salt water than I have ever before because I talked underwater for the first time without almost drowning. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to get used to that. Like just like in the air, just
I don't know. I'm not accustomed to it.
just let it fill you up. It's really
Sure.
refreshing.
I think her lungs work the way that our gills do.
They don't really, but the necklace makes me breathe water, so I don't know how it works. I just know that it does. I don't have that spell yet.
Speaking of spells, you know that spell that you converted from 2nd edition, that grandma's cookies or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Think that with this tea.
Nice.
Specifically for
Okay.
Abby, where it's like, your grandma probably made some really good
Aw.
tea. And this is like that ratatouille
Yeah.
where it's just like, you drink it and immediately go back to childhood kind of thing.
Nice.
He may or may not have got a nat 20, so that's why I'm
Nice.
saying this is like the best tea ever.
Nice. Yeah, Josul is impressed with the tea and enjoys quite a bit of it.
So, after
Make sure everyone has some and then pretty much drinks the rest of it.
after you all sit there for maybe a half hour tops, the sun is definitely starting to rise outside. You can tell clearly because light is starting to come in through the windows. As you hear somebody coming down the stairs, and appearing in the doorway is this middle-aged human male, definitely a noble, but you don't even need to roll check, and you can tell that his clothes haven't been fashionable for at least a few years. So it's like
Katie will still stand up and bow.
to compare it to date this episode, I guess, of being in 2019, it's the equivalent of like wearing a Skrillex shirt, where it's like, okay, that was cool, that used to be cool, but it's not now. That kind of thing. But in medieval,
Josul bows politely.
I'd be able to do the same.
and he's like, oh, thank you. Didn't expect pleasantries. Yes.
Albrecht, I presume.
Yes. And you are Josul Lenar. I've seen you in the docks.
That I am.
You've actually recognized his face immediately. He's like this. He's one of the, not one you really pay attention to. He doesn't really stand out from the other merchants, but it's just another human merchant, and you're just like, got that vague remembrance of him visually. And he says, I summoned you all here this morning, and I thank you for coming here so early, because I have a task that'd be very vital to me, and you all have built up a name for yourselves a bit around town, and I'd be willing to pay you greatly to help me get back out of my rut. You see, a few years ago, one of my ships, the Emperor of the Waves, had a box on it. And not just any box. It was a magic box made of mithril. It contained all of my promissory and property deeds that I own. And it was lost in sea. Brought me down to almost nothing. The total sum of all of those deeds and properties is worth... Wait, are any of you standing? Probably not.
Josul is not capable of standing, but he is
Upright.
sitting next to the table.
Okay.
Katie's probably standing like next to a couch or
Josul
something.
doesn't have a butt like people do. So.
You might want to sit down.
Abby's still sitting because there's no point in standing because she can't see much far higher up anyway.
Katie will sit.
Worth 100,000 gold.
That is quite a lot of.
The ship was considered lost until a few days ago. It's been spotted out in sea. Not sure how it's still up.
Still sailing.
Yes.
Wait, so remind me, how did you lose this ship again?
Well, you see, and then he goes into a big explanation of about how he was transferring his funds and property rights from one location to another. It would be the equivalent of like a corporation's headquarters moving from one country to another, like that level of move. And the head of his fleet, the Emperor of the Waves, got caught in that and the fleet of ships he has got caught in this really bad storm, and that ship got lost from the rest of them, never to be seen again. He assumed it got sunk because there was no word of the box or anything.
And no one has seen.
And
the
now
ship.
that was the only ship that went down, supposedly.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, like, do you think pirates took it, or?
I suspect there's probably foul play involved.
Well, that's why I said pirates.
I've heard stories of ships that have gone lost at sea and come back. None of them have been good stories.
Well, it's been spotted adrift about 5 days out from here, out in sea.
Okay.
I would like to.
Wait, like
Have all-
adrift, like nobody's on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry, continue.
I was wanting to hire you all to go get that box off the ship for me as soon as possible. I worry that someone else might go and learn about this and attempt to get the goods for themselves if I don't act quickly.
Is there
That was
anything-
how many years ago? Nobody probably remembers.
Yes, Vertag, as he climbs down the stairs. Yotisa. Oh, thank you. Sorry. Anyway.
Funnily enough, Kevin did just bring me iced tea.
You made it iced. Thank you.
Ooh, ice.
This is like everything else is old fashioned, and then for some reason he just has like a modern ass, just like normal glass cup with
Yeah,
like
with
Lipton iced tea in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's got like Southern iced tea. The words. Trying to remember what I was saying. Right. I would like to get it as soon as possible before anyone else grabs it. And I'm
You could
You could
offering
probably do that.
and I'm offering all of you as payment 10% of its worth.
Oh my.
Was there anything
Now-
What's
else
the number again?
of value?
Now, I don't need to bust out the
100,000?
abacus for you, but that would be 10,000 gold worth of property.
Whoa, I
deeds.
thought it was 1,000. Wait.
10,000
Oh, wow.
is 10% of 100,000. Yes?
That is correct.
Yeah.
I dropped a zero somewhere.
Is this all that was on the ship? Was there anything else valuable you needed? Wine, spices, anything?
If the goods are still on there and you're able to retrieve those, that's great. But that is a very, very, very minor concern compared to this box. This box
Of course.
is everything to me. And you should, You should be able to understand as a merchant.
Oh, of course. I fully understand.
Any goods?
To the same degree that you do.
Any
Where in the
goods?
ship is the box?
It is in the cargo hold at the very bottom.
Do we still have command of a ship right now, or do we need to go rent a boat from somebody?
No. And Axel, he says, looking at you, I heard that you were wanting to get back a certain ship. I had heard a nobleman was giving you trouble with one of the houses in the north. Wanted to use the ship for the navy. I could
Yes.
get you that ship back, but would have to knock down the total payment from 10% to 8%.
I mean, 8% is still 8K.
I think it's a very fair trade.
Excellent.
Both would be most useful for our tasks.
I would not want to speak for the rest of my party, but I feel like we are probably agreed that the 2% for in exchange for a ship would be very reasonable.
That
Yes.
would be 1,600 for each of us.
Quite reasonable.
No,
Yes.
Lord Marina Auduthane owes me, so I could, get your boat back if you can give me back my box.
Deal.
However, we're still going to need a ride to get out there.
Oh, yes,
because I don't think our little dinghy is going to go 5 days.
Yes, I already have that prepared for you. I have a boat out in the docks right now. It's called the Soul of Winter. I have found a group of dwarven sailors who would be willing to take you on this journey.
Oh, okay.
How many masts is she?
Let me double check.
Standard sailing ship, I think, is one. Sometimes
It'll be one.
Yeah. Most standard sailing vessels is one.
It's not a warship.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it were possible, if you wouldn't prefer to have the entire ship towed home.
In whatever condition it is now, that would be appreciated, but
Yeah, who knows if it's even
my main priority.
seaworthy.
We'll
My-
have to see.
if you-
seaworthy.
If she is still
Now,
riding the waves,
if
then
you-
she is still seaworthy.
If you want her,
Yeah, but she's adrift.
you can
Because
have her.
there's no one to drive her.
Well, there may be other reasons why she's
should-
still adrift.
Then let us go find out, yes?
We should maybe take a second set of sails, though. Because even though the ship is moving, it might just be moving because of the ways of the water, not because of wind in the sails.
Or by some more sinister.
And if we want to get it home, we're going to need sails, because
Perhaps.
You know
I don't think my little arms can roll a ship back home.
You know
No,
that
that was why I said we wanted to bring the ropes, is because maybe we could tow it home with the Soul of Winter.
Maybe I didn't think about that.
Did you guys see the picture I put on Twitter?
Yeah.
That's what he would describe the ship looking like now, at least from
Oh
what he's
boy,
heard.
that's spooktastic.
You want some spook?
Like I said, she could be adrift at sea for more sinister means than just
Yeah, pirates.
because of lost at sea.
Then
Oh,
let us
I
go
was
do what we do best.
Something that was formerly alive but is now not living anymore kind of means.
Okay, every time that I said it was ghosts or undead or skeletons, y'all were like, no, that's only bugs, Abby. So I'm saying I don't think it's going to be undead this time. Wow, that is spooky as shit. Oh my god.
Sorry, wrong laugh.
Like I saw it before, but
There we go.
Yeah, it makes the one from Pirates of the Caribbean look
yeah,
It's not that.
That looks like a bad time.
Yeah, I was gonna say that makes the
No
Black
Kraken.
Pearl look like Norwegian cruise lines.
I was thinking it makes Captain Salazar's ship look like it's still intact. From the newest Pirates of the Caribbean, this ship was like blasted apart and half exploded, and it still looked in better shape than that ship.
Well, in good faith, here is your advance, and he puts down a bag of gold on the table.
Oh my!
Moderate-sized bag. You can definitely tell there's a lot of coins in it, though.
Can I get a guesstimate?
Whoever opens it, he says, 200 gold.
That's pretty good.
And
yeah.
inside, you see they're all gold coins.
Ooh.
No mixes.
So we all agreed then? Yes.
I'm
Very
not
good.
doing anything else today.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did want to try out my new necklace.
Would you be able to leave
no better
today?
time than the present.
I understand.
preparations?
I understand. As being the celebrities you are, you might have other errands you need to attend to.
I will have to let my employer know that I'll be gone for a while before I make some exits.
Oh, of course.
But it would not be a problem for him.
I think it would be advisable for us to prepare to leave now and set sail under cover of darkness, because if there is anybody that is on that boat, they will not see us coming again.
We're
You
not
know how
going
to
to get
do
there right away. It's 5 days away.
Well, if other people are leaving,
So it doesn't matter what time we leave.
As-
Leave.
As everyone's sitting
Well,
down,
if we left at nighttime, we'd arrive at nighttime 5 days later.
as everyone's sitting down discussing all this, Katie, the butler, has come over with a feather thing, and he's like dusting off your jacket. And he's just like, excuse me, pardon me.
I stand up and put my arms out so he can dust it properly. And I turn.
He says, may I? And he's going to remove it. Is that fine?
Oh, sure. Okay.
Okay, he removes
Sure.
it, and you notice he goes into the back. He says, oh, he's probably taking it
He just
with,
does your
with
laundry.
the laundry room.
Oh, okay. So he's not keeping my coat, right?
I hope not. It doesn't match anything he wears.
Okay. I sit back down and I just sort of like eyes flicking to that door, like waiting for my coat.
You hear the clothes beater noise in the background. Beating the dust out of it and stuff.
I mean,
He's
I mean, I
cleaning it. Relax.
okay.
He's a butler. He knows what he's doing.
But-
Yeah. So I didn't have anything I was doing. I've learned the things that I spent most of my week trying to figure out. What about you, Sekald?
No plans as far as I was concerned.
So I guess just so whatever time you've got to give your guys warning, and then we can head out.
Shouldn't be too much. Give me a second. Excuse me. I say to Albrecht, and I kind of move outside the room, and I cast message. And I just, I message Captain Warmwater, and I say, Captain Warmwater, would be...
He's not in range of message, unfortunately.
Oh, he's not reading the message. Dang it.
Yeah, message range is extremely short.
Message is short range? Darn it. Okay.
Yeah, sending is like
I
forever.
was thinking of sending when I was...
Yeah, that's a second level spell.
Get it.
If you want, I could send... He's like kind of yelling into the
Oh
entryway.
shit! I lied. It's a third level spell.
He's saying loudly into the entryway since you're in the greeting room, which is like right next to it.
Right.
I could have a Vertag send him a message, if you want.
So, well, that would work out fairly well, yes.
That's what I'm paying him for, so be fine.
Oh, yeah, it's only 120 feet. Okay.
I don't think it works through a certain amount of material either, right?
You can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier.
Oh,
Magic silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, and 1 foot of stone wood blocks, or 3 feet of wood blocks. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can travel freely around corners or through openings.
Yeah, but it's still like 120 feet, which isn't super far.
Right. Yeah, that's not very far at all.
That'd be from like one end of a ship to another. So that would have actually been probably useful when we were sneaking around that ship initially.
Correct. Right. Yeah, but I didn't have it then.
It would be, since this is a mansion, it has a lot of land. It would be from this entryway to the gate at the front, probably.
Okay.
Do you want to go faster? Because I can let you do that.
Oh.
You want to be
I
faster?
forgot you could do that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to tap him on the back, and you are, for an hour, you gain a plus 10 to your speed.
Sweet. I use my now newly found speedy feet, or speedy slithers, to slither even faster than normal towards Captain Warder. I'll just do it myself. It's probably best. I have to tell him what's going on anyway.
So you're now moving a what, 20 feet around?
25.
Oh, you're as fast as me now.
Yeah, my movement speed out of water is 15.
Nice.
So. Whenever someone's like, "Oh, but I've got to do this, and we're moving at half speed," Don't worry, because we're always moving at half speed if I'm with you.
Oh God!
A lot to try
If
to
you're
catch
searching if you're searching for traps, you're moving at 5 feet around.
Yes, we are.
Nice.
So, you eventually,
Don't worry.
you eventually
Josul
let him
prefers
know.
to search for traps the old-fashioned way by throwing rocks.
You eventually let him know, and you guys you're gonna go, right? Like you get your
Yeah.
breakfast, you get your gear.
Yeah, we'll meet Josul at the ship. I gotta go home and get my armor and my stuff. But I'm good.
He would mention that the boat's already gonna have all this current equipment will be on the ship for you to use. 2 light crossbows with 20 bolts each.
Okay.
5 50-foot coils of rope, 2 grappling hooks, 12 torches, 2 healing kits, 6 vials of antitoxin, 2 potions of healing, and 2 sacks.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Can we
You
get
don't-
that in
you-
a message?
You don't need to write those down. I have them. If you do any of them interest you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just send it to you.
I'll say it was
Put
what
it in a Zoom
potions?
message. I'll be right back. I need the restroom.
Yeah, it was what potions?
6 vials of antitoxin and 2 potions of healing.
When he mentions the antitoxin, I'm going to ask do you expect us to run into anything poisoned? Like, do you have any traps on the ship that are still around, maybe, or?
There weren't any traps on there, but I don't know what could be on it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to be prepared, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is infuriating me that Abby doesn't have insight.
You can try if you want.
And she's a very trusting person. This is Kat being a paranoid bitch.
I do,
You can try if you want.
and I'm still in the room with you. And he's not going to get away with much with a 23.
Jesus.
He just looks fairly ignorant, and he's just being very anxious
Okay,
and
that's fair.
overly prepared. I rolled a nat 1, by the way. Yeah, I didn't need to roll because he was telling the truth, but I rolled anyway for funsies.
Okay.
So, on that note, you all eventually would meet up at this fishing boat called the Soul
Yeah.
of Winter. And you notice the entire crew is a bunch of dwarves. And he says, and you hear a female dwarf comes up, and you only realize that because her voice is a little higher up from the others, as she has a black beard, like big black curly beard. And I can't
As soon
do.
as we get
I can
there,
barely do a
Abby's gonna shake her
dwarven.
hand.
I can barely do a dwarven voice, let alone a feminine dwarven voice. So she's just pretty much like, I am Captain Wulgar Windrune. Welcome to my ship.
I'm Abby Sweetwater. We were hired by Albrecht.
Give me a strength check for funsies.
Oh boy.
As she gives you a firm handshake.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's a 16.
She's like, good, you have a strong arm. And she uses her other arm to just tap you on the shoulder with your shaking her hand.
Axel will go up next because he likes people who give good handshakes. I feel it.
She was not expected, so I'm rolling at disadvantage.
It just occurred to me how ridiculous you two look together, because she's a dwarf, so she's probably close to my height. Well, no, dwarves are not much shorter than humans, but you're
she's
still
taller
freakishly tall.
and a lot wider than you, for sure.
Yeah, I'm
So-
2'11". My dwarf in Waterdeep is like 4'9" or something.
What am I rolling against here?
Just a strength. It was
Just a strength?
She was giving a firm handshake. It was just to show.
Well, that'll be a 21 then.
Okay.
Jesus.
You're not even. You don't really notice anything. She's probably trying to give you a firm handshake, but you don't notice.
He's just got that big, wide, goofy grin of his on. It's a
Aye,
pleasure to meet you.
you're a tall one, aren't you? She says, looking
Aye.
up.
So he's like folded in half, like looking down, like "Rrr." He's about to lose his hat. He brought his hat.
She leans over to Abby. Is this one of them sea elves?
No, he's an axolotl. Is that what it's called?
Is it Pezandar? I am a Pezandar.
Pezandar. Shit.
Oh,
Is this the first time you have seen one of my people, huh?
oh, now I think of it, does look like that kind of salamander. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen one of your kind.
It is okay to be amazed.
Supposedly he can grow his fingers back if they can't get bitten off.
But nobody has ever had the courage to take me up on it yet.
Good, then I don't have to worry
seems
about.
ge-
Then I don't have to worry about you complaining. Then, and she just goes back on the ship, all stubborn dwarvish. Why are you all gawking at? Get back to work! And all the dwarves start scrubbing harder. You notice there's about 30.
I like her.
The crew
seems
on
nice.
deck. The crew on deck. You see about 12 dwarves on deck currently, but the ship probably has quite a few more underneath.
That's a lot of dwarves.
I would not have assumed as many rock-dwelling people to be living on the water at one time.
Oh, a lot of dwarves live in the city because they work at the mines nearby, right?
Yes, but in the mines, not on the ocean. I'm sure that,
No one's saying dwarves can't be sailors.
No, I did not say that either. I'm just saying it is unusual.
All of you know quite well that the dwarves are considered on the loyalist factions of people here in Saltmarsh to be a viable asset because the kingdom sent them here, and they're mining silver nearby, and they're bringing in income to the kingdom that way, and keeping it's for the kingdom, that's loyalist. While the I guess the conservatives for just Saltmarsh,
Traditionalist faction?
the traditionalists are super racist against them because they're like, they're taking our jobs, they're making the city not a fishing city anymore. That's not what Saltmarsh is, it's that kind of thing.
Make
Whoops.
Saltmarsh great again.
Oh.
They all wear red hats.
No, let's not. Let's not go there.
They all wear red tricorn hats.
Fuck.
Sorry, just
They-
not even
orange
with the
tulips.
politics thing, just a red tricorn hat I find amusing. Anyway, so
I think like one of those French like red stocking caps from like
yes,
the
yes.
yeah.
The pointy ones from the
beanies.
yeah.
So you're all on board the ship,
Ooh.
and they set sail. And you guys got a few days to kill. He said it was around 5 days out at sea. The captain would have told you that it's the sea. It might take more days, it might take less.
Yeah.
So while they are on the sea, Axel will be spending some time contemplating this gift of this pearl that he was given,
Oh,
and consider.
you can still definitely do that, but the captain is very strict with all of you and keeps you all in your cabins and doesn't let you interfere with what any of the workers are doing at any time.
Oh, damn.
That's
I
fine.
wanted to learn how to sail.
I will teach you. In between study time, I can teach you things about sailing, just not practical stuff yet.
Yeah.
She won't let us out of our cabins.
They're not locked or anything, but if you're out of your cabin, they're like, no, there's no need. No, you could just go and relax. Go. Just shoot. Get it.
Katie is gonna go fucking stir crazy.
Yeah, Katie leaves the cabin every chance she gets. Like she unless she's sleeping, she's like, yeah, Walt, and goes out onto the deck.
Well, since
I
you're-
imagine by day 2, Sekald and Abby have read all of the books that we both own between us twice.
since you are being so stubborn about it, and of course the doors will never admit this, you're not doing any harm, so they don't really pursue trying to get you back in the room anymore as long as you don't get in the way.
I will not get in the way, but every chance I get that I'm not interrupting them working, I'm talking to them in Dwarvish about their day. Because Katie loves dwarves. Like, she actually loves dwarves. She's like 6'2" and she just loves these dwarves. They're so solid and just gruff and
You're like American.
and they can drink.
You're like an American in Japan. Ooh,
I love dwarves.
so fascinating.
Wow.
And then they're just
So,
like,
yeah,
they're
I
just like, non-dwarves.
Axel can take Abby around on the deck and show her how things work up there, practically like explaining what the fuck they're doing on the deck. And everything.
Do you think that it would be helpful for sailors to be quicker? Because I can do that.
I think ask first. But
Oh, yeah.
in general, if you can do more, that'll make you do more.
I think that's the only useful spell that I have, unfortunately. There are other ones, but I haven't figured them out yet.
Maybe apply it to the cook.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I'll see if the cook wants help.
All of them seem at least mildly upset that you guys are not in your cabins. But Katie, they're just like, they're used to it now, So it's still like not. They're still not okay with it, but they're just neutral, I guess.
After like about probably the first day and a half of this, Axel's gonna send Corey around scuttling and spying and just making sure that everything is on the up and up on this boat,
Ah,
and basically just sit in his cabin and like remote view through the crab's eyes.
he's not hiding or anything, right?
It just occurred to me you are completely blind and deaf when you do this.
He's
So
meditating.
I'm just imagining Abby just barging into the room. Hey, Axel, 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 and you're just like staring blankly at the wall because you cannot hear me.
Right. That is correct.
At every opportunity
Close the
that
door.
Katie finds Axel in that way, she'll take the hat and like deposit it somewhere else in the room, and then leave and go back out onto the.
Just steal the hat.
No, I leave it for him, but it's always somewhere else when he comes back. Like it's somewhere where.
But you're not. He's not hiding or anything. He's just scurrying around looking at things, right?
I mean, unless
Obviously,
they
hugging the
seem
walls
like
and
they're gonna
stuff.
chase it. Right? Yeah, I was gonna say unless they start chasing the crab.
Okay. He's doing that, and on one of the days when he's up on deck, one of the sailors spots him and goes to pick him up. He's like, "Oh, what do we got here?"
Whoop, he's gonna scuttle away.
Oh, he's already got him in his hand.
Oh no. He's gonna pull his shell defense because that's all he knows how to do.
Oh.
Oh, this will probably make a good snack for dinner. I better go see if the chef can
Nope.
boil it. It's a nice stew.
Pocket dimension.
Where did it go?
Shoulder uses harden.
What the?
I'm not there. Damn it.
I must not be drinking enough. I'm seeing things. And he just continues working. He pulls out his flask and drinks half of it. Anyway, so.
Fun fact: humans drink to forget, dwarves drink to remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun fact.
That's
That's one of the dwarven things.
It's one of my favorite lore things for the dwarves and Mordekainen's.
Everyone's like, dwarves don't drink to forget. Dwarves drink to remember.
Which makes it extra
Question is
sad.
to remember what.
Which makes it extra sad if they're drinking by themselves.
Right.
Any case.
As the days go on, Abby will also offer to create water if we need any.
Okay.
She'd probably mention it to the cook, because I imagine he's the one who deals with all of that.
All right. So, the days go by, and you guys are...
Did he find anything interesting, the crab?
not really. They're just... They aren't fishing or anything, but you see the fishing nets and stuff. Most of the dwarves seem fairly bored throughout the day. Some of them play some dice gambling games under deck and stuff. They're always betting. They're always betting beer, not gold.
Can I teach them how to make lobster shell beer?
What is that?
Give me persuasion check.
Because you remember that stuff that we learned how to make at the tavern there, and I thought was really good, and everybody else thought was nasty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit. Persuasion, you said 23.
Okay. The dwarves, one of the dwarves that you're talking to about this, you can tell that he knows that sounds interesting and that he would like to try it, but he's not admitting it, and he's like telling you about his dwarven brewed ale and how it's a technique and how it's better to use. But you can just tell, no insight needed, that he's just not wanting to admit that he wants to try that. Like he might actually try it later and just not tell you.
Did you think maybe at some point we could borrow some brewing supplies and try and make some? I mean, it is many days travel. We still have to go home.
Okay, but just to show you how you could make it better.
Hey, there's my man. Thank you very much.
This one doesn't have a beard. He just has really big sideburns, and he's got an eye patch. We'll see. And his name is
Patch Adams, and
he's from Clan Clanghammer, I guess. I don't know.
all right, Patch Clanghammer. Got it.
So
at some point, I will attempt to make lobster beer.
so you guys are doing that for the next few days. You don't have a spare keg or anything, do you?
I'm gonna have to borrow one.
Unfortunately, there's no brewer's kit here.
No.
So
Oh, that's too bad.
Doesn't exist in any book, so good luck with that.
It does. It's just a generic tool. Your GM has to make it.
it's a toolkit.
Put a price on it.
But the
Josul is going to erase Bottle of Fine Spirits from his character sheet because he's with dwarves, so he probably drank some with dwarves.
I was about to say, if you were in your cabin or something, the second you hear like the dunk, there's just like a
10 dwarves in your room.
Yeah. No, Josul loves sharing this stuff, so he would have definitely been right out in the middle of where all the dwarves are and gone.
My nose never fails me. I smell some fine ale.
Sorry, let me see if I can get it all.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's like the meme with like the cat coming through the door, but it's dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nope. Josul does that on purpose. He also shares his. He's gonna keep the wine. Never mind. He'll keep the wine for a better occasion. There's no dessert nearby.
If you mention the wine, they just laugh and say something about it being elven and pansy-like.
He laughs.
So, just as a side note, Sekald would most likely just be meditating while most of the trip is going on.
Okay.
Not to sound too much like Piccolo, but
That's
That's
perfectly valid.
I mean,
that's a thing to do.
Sekald is very Piccolo-esque. Now I think about it,
really
so it's
is.
fine.
You don't have a white turban or weighted clothes. Otherwise, we would immediately just call you Piccolo.
yet.
Yeah, I heard that yet. We'll get you a turban when we get back into town.
Josul has a red one.
This is turning into the party of hats.
Josul has a red turban on anytime he's not in the water.
Oh, I love it.
You all, one night, are suddenly
don't let this-
awakened to a trident in your guts in your bed.
Very rude.
As we
I'm
roll,
awake. I'm awake.
as we roll initiative,
No boy.
Oh no.
Okay,
And-
as
boy.
in full damage in the gut, or as in pointing
and
damage?
I am rolling
Oh,
that
God
now.
fucking damn. No, I rolled a 1. I can
Now
re-roll
you're
that.
Damn.
Did you?
Axel, you don't sleep in your armor, do you?
No, not
Abby
usually.
doesn't either, right?
Nope. No. Oh boy. Oh fuck me.
Okay,
So
so
I got a 4 initiative.
literally everybody but Katie. Like
Yo.
Katie, what is your AC higher than 12?
It's a 16.
Yeah, okay. So everybody but Katie
Josul's
gets
18 AC.
Mine's a 9 outside of armor.
everybody but Katie gets hit. Essentially. I was rolling at
Katie?
advantage too.
Katie feels the the just coldness of the thing is like whoosh, slide sideways. What?
One
eye open.
Everybody takes 5 piercing damage
How?
as they wake up.
I choose to take it later. Wait, wrong game.
You
And
might
to-
be high enough level now though to have the damage.
And to
With your
everyone's
reaction.
shock and or horror, you see
Or is that 5th level?
I think that's
a
the one I
Sahuagin
have.
Damn. Okay.
next to your bed with the spear in your gut.
So, other than the
Okay.
gut, why am I filled with fear? Because that may just be a date.
That's why I said. That's why I said and or.
I mean,
Okay. So, couple questions.
it's a female
Are,
Sahuagin.
do we all have individual rooms, or are we all in one big room?
There's 2 rooms that you guys are in. They're right next to each other, with the door connecting
Okay,
the
so
2
probably
rooms.
Katie and Abby are in the same room then. Or who would be in what room? Abby doesn't give a shit. She's not.
I'll leave that.
particular.
I'll leave that up to you guys. It's just they kind of just like cleared out these rooms so you guys could have a place to sleep, essentially.
Josul's in the same room as Sekald.
Okay.
Katie's hanging with Abby.
What's everyone's initiatives?
I got a
9.
big old 4.
4 for Abby. What was
9.
9 for Axel? Right.
21.
Nice.
4. I rolled a 1.
You are for the greater.
And
13 for Sekald.
okay.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there.
I was just going to ask you that, so it's fine. Okay, Katie, you are first. You are currently prone
Oh boy.
in your bed.
My,
And
my,
you
my.
see, you can clearly see, since there's usually at least one lantern on for a light, at least low light in the room,
I mean, in Katie's room, it's like 5.
that at every single bed that you can see visibly in your room, everybody's being attacked. Like, all of them, all of these Sahuagin got in here and all attacked at once.
How many Sahuagin are in my room?
How many people are sleeping in the same room?
Yeah,
as you?
that's okay. So me and Katie are together. Where's Axel?
I guess I was with Josul.
Okay.
We'll say Katie and Abby in one room, the girls in one room, the guys in the other room. How about that?
That makes sense.
All right.
So
So,
it's just me and you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Katie would be angry that there's now a hole in the bed that she's been using, and would sort of kick up and try to kick this Sahuagin in the head. So I'm going to do that.
You are currently prone, but if you get up, they
So-
get an opportunity attack. But if you don't get up, you have disadvantage on your attacks because you're
Do
in your
they
bed.
get an opportunity attack?
No, normally not under
No,
5e rules.
not
If you're
Standing up
prone, you have to
from
use
prone.
half your move to get up.
That's not.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but she's
opportunity
not
attacks in 5e
leaving.
don't
Yeah, she's not leaving
Yes.
his area. She's just getting up. You just have to spend spend half your movement to get up.
Okay.
That's 3-5 rules you're thinking about. 3-5
Okay.
rules, you get opportunity attack for sneezing.
All right. You
Yeah.
stand up on your bed.
All right. So yeah. So I'll like kip up, and I'll use the movement to just keep swinging around with my kick, and I'm going to try to kick it in the side of the head. 21 to kick it.
Yeah.
All right. So, kick it in the side of the head for 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And then I am going to.
A tiny jagged tooth comes out of its mouth as you kicked it in the jaw.
Yeah. I guess I'll use my bonus action to take an extra attack. My martial arts attack action plus bonus action.
So
So
the free extra attack.
yeah, so I'm just gonna. That worked really well. So I kick it in the head, and then I'm gonna try to punch it in the throat. Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
A
Nice.
24 definitely hits.
Boom. That is 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Kitty punch, kitty punch, kitty punch. Pause.
Spits up some blood.
Sorry.
And that's Katie's turn, right?
Yeah, Katie looks over at Abby and goes, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Sekald. Your turn.
So
You are currently
How
prone
many-
in your bed. And you can see 2 other Sahuagin besides the one that's attacking you. So 3 total in this room. Each one of them is over top of every person that's sleeping in their beds. So it's looking down at you.
okay. How closely gathered are they?
I'd say around 5 to 10 feet apart. They vary.
And one on each of us?
Yep.
Who's the furthest away from me?
Probably just Soul.
Saul, Axel, then me?
Axel's the closest to you, ally-wise. He's around.
Oh.
He's 5 feet away. We'll say.
Josel's usually in the corner of the room,
Okay.
facing the doors that would lead into the room.
Okay. And so each of the ones that are in our room are attacking one of us. So there's no extras?
Not that you can currently see, as you got woken up quite rudely.
Hmm. Let me see.
You do notice the one that attacked you does have a little necklace that seems to have a fish's skull as the end of the necklace.
Hmm.
A common trinket of your people.
I got you. I'm thinking. Give me just a second. Shoot. Wait. Where was the spell list? Crap. It was one of the spells that I took from your spell book. I need to find that PDF again. Give me just a
Do
second.
you remember what the name of it was?
It is, but I cannot pronounce it for the life of me.
What's the rest of it?
Was it the Bloopty Bloop's Claw or whatever?
Yeah, the claw
The
of
Bloop
Yeah.
Bloop Bloop.
that one.
It's a bonus action to cast.
Right, and then I can use.
It turns
I can
one of your
immediately-
arms into a lobster claw arm, and you can use your
Right.
action to attack with it.
Exactly.
Use
So-
your spell casting modifier for the attack as well.
I put the link up for the aquatic spells in the Zoom chat.
Oh, thank you.
Bless you. Thank you. Give me a moment
Good,
to read
quick.
over that.
Good quick reference for me too. I might have written them, but I don't know every word by heart. Okay. There it is.
Actually, it is a full action.
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, if it says it's a bonus action to cast, and then it gives you a attack, attacks each usually.
yeah, it would be as your action. You can make a melee attack, melee spell
Okay,
attack.
so then technically it is a bonus action to cast, and then the action to use.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change that right now. Hey,
I see you
playtesting.
changing that right now. How about that?
Bam.
Awesome. Somehow it immediately says one bonus action now. That's amazing.
Makes a lot more sense. So, you casting it at second level?
It is second level.
Oh yeah, you guys are
Yes.
you guys are fourth level,
Yeah.
so you wouldn't be able to.
That's our highest spell slot.
Yeah. All right, you are currently prone while you're casting this, but
Is that a
if you attempt a melee attack, it will be a disadvantage because you're prone.
Unless you spend half your movement to get up.
Yeah.
which does not trigger
No,
the
they don't attack you as a reaction.
then yeah, as I'm getting up, I'm gonna probably flourish a little bit, do a little spin as I'm getting up. During the spin, the arm transforms. Immediately go to grapple with this motherfucker.
Okay.
So I will definitely try and grab him. Melee spell plus.
So it'd be for you because you're a wizard. It'd be intelligence plus proficiency for your 2 attack.
Intelligence plus proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got it. So dirty 20.
A dirty 20 definitely hits. You know Sahuagin
Yeah.
don't like to wear armor.
Yeah.
They rely on their
And
tough
then-
shark-like hide.
The target takes 2d6
Also
and looks like a
needs.
strength.
Yep. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
9 will not pass that.
No, it will not. And then as a bonus action, which I won't be able to use until my next turn. Okay. So 2d6, and I get 11.
All right. You hear bones creak and pop, break. Since your claw, it's a medium-sized lobster claw. You know, it's freaking huge. So you just grab this entire Sahuagin with a single claw and just you're crushing it.
Yep.
And it's just
while,
like, "Ah!"
does he make a squeaky toy noise?
No.
So while that damage is being done, amongst the sounds of bones popping and cracking, I'm screaming alarm.
I'm just remembering the German woman in the Indiana Jones movie, just like smiling and then, alarm!
I was thinking more along the lines of Austin Powers.
Mm.
You're shouting this in common, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
The Sahuagin, it just has like the little subtitles with the bracket parentheses and it just says it laughs in Sahuagin.
Yep.
Alright, so
I think
that is
Axel's up.
Sekald, and I believe
Unless it's baddies.
it's the baddies, I'm pretty sure.
Oh boy.
No, it's not. Axel,
Yay.
go ahead, Axel. Your turn.
Yay!
You're prone,
Okay.
no armor, big fish man with a spear right over top of you.
Okay. Well, he's going to use half his movement to stand up and pick up his maul from the bedside and try and make a brain sandwich with his maul and the wall.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna fall on your bed. That's nasty.
Oh, gross. Does a 19 get him?
Yep.
Cool.
You guys are rolling good to hit.
Let me down on the initiative one. All right. 5 and 9 and 13 bludgeoning damage to the skull for this poor bastard.
Okay. You hit the
And then,
head.
can
The
I-
head bounces off the wall, but it's still standing.
Okay.
Seems dazed
And,
for
I-
only a second or two.
He's gonna like shove the trident out of his gut,
And
and for a bonus action, he's gonna recall his familiar on his shoulder, pull him out of the hyperspace pocket that he was in.
he
I
click.
think that's an action, actually, to pull him out.
Is it right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a
about it.
bonus to dismiss.
Yeah.
Actually, it's an action to dismiss,
Oh.
and it's an action.
As an
to
action,
reappear.
yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about that part then.
And his little demi-plane, he clicks menacingly. In his demi-plane. So. Right after you is them.
enemies.
And you can hear up above on the deck, which is right above you guys are at, there is combat going on up there.
Mhm.
You hear like a Wilhelm scream and then some splash into the water. Probably.
As funny as that was, Kat, it's nowhere near as timely as your husband's will.
I know, I'm never as good as his.
Wilhelm scream on demand.
And Sekald is the only one that understands this. As you hear from down the hallway. Ah, I see that we have a few fighters. Good. And coming through the door from Sekald's room is a Sahuagin about a foot. Yeah, exactly.
There it is.
A Sahuagin who is about a foot taller than you, with 4 arms.
In Sahuagin,
Whoa.
How tall is Sekald?
6'2".
Fuck me!
So, yeah. In the subtitles on my side of the screen, uncharacteristically, you just read, "Oh shit."
And he just stands at the door with his trident and puts it on the ground to watch his men fight. And women. I mean,
As in,
and Sahuagin do not. Well, actually, they do, but for something completely different. Anyway, so the rest of them go. You hear spells going off up above.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's see what kind of spell. You hear Sekald. Give me a perception check, actually, as you're listening,
wait 1 second.
since it's on the deck right above you.
Perception. There it is. Okay. Doodly-doodly-doo. 16.
You hear prayers to Sekala, I think. I'm trying to remember the shark god name.
That's what I remember the name as.
In a Sahuagin feminine voice above you, reciting prayers. And you hear like a blast and another Wilhelm scream.
Battle prayers or prayers for
They don't
we're
have
gonna die?
They don't have any other kind of prayers.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Sahuagin. Sorry.
Dear shark god, can you be peaceful and love everything?
Dear shark
Yeah,
god,
okay, I
smite
get it.
this dick for me.
I,
Fish
okay,
are
that
friends.
sounded completely dirty.
Fish are friends, not food. Amen.
Right.
Then the explosion happens. I want that spell book.
Right.
I mean, that's called a flame strike, yo.
And each of you get 2 spear attacks.
Ah!
Actually, okay, 1 bite attack and 1 spear attack. So we'll start with in order for how it is on Zoom for me. So Josul is currently prone since you haven't got up yet, correct?
I got 14 AC now.
Oh, actually, it doesn't matter if you're prone or not. They have advantage because all of you are hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys see
Just
a very
hasn't
familiar,
acted, so he hasn't stood
you
up
see
yet.
a very familiar look in their eyes that you've seen Sekald had when blood hit him on the face from that lizard folk from before.
Great.
No.
Except me, right? I didn't get hurt, right?
Except for you, you're fine.
Yay.
Pat you on the head.
Sorry.
Should have used my bonus action to lay on hands on myself.
Okay, a 19 hits you, so the bite
Dude, we're in
does
combat.
3 piercing damage, and then the spear attack on
Okay.
Josul. That's a 17, so that would also hit, and you take
Sweet.
additional 5 piercing on top of that. Up next,
Sweet.
Kade, who the Sahuagin does not have advantage on her yet. Grr, I'm gonna have advantage on you. I just need to hit. Grr.
Oh.
Nat 1.
Oh no.
Give me a sec.
Break out the book.
The book. All right. You know, I'll make this fun. Katie, roll me the D100.
Oh Lord.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's for his nat 1.
Oh no, this is on him. He's
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
I'm letting you decide his fate.
84.
Okay, that's
Oh
bad.
no.
Oh,
That's bad for
no.
him. High is bad on these tables.
Yeah, it is.
He goes to attack you, and we'll say in your flourish of getting up, the bed sheets wraps around over top of him, and he is restrained.
Oh shit.
And he can't do his other attack on this turn, so that's Sahuagin's turn.
Oh, he wasted his other attack as well.
Well, he's restrained. He can't take any actions besides trying to get out of restraint, and he was already using his
Right.
action
I think
to attack.
restrained you can.
No.
Yeah.
I think restrained you just have disadvantage.
Well, if that's the
I don't know.
case,
Whichever.
that's the case.
I
He
can't.
still
I'm
misses.
kidding.
During creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature had disadvantage on all dexterity saves.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he would have disadvantage to hit, but he didn't hit anyway.
Such wonderful commentary from off screen. I wonder who that mysterious person was.
No one knows.
Axel's turn.
Axles.
Well, Axel's
You're
turn to
getting
get
attacked.
attacked. To get attacked.
Axe's turn to get stabbed.
Right.
It misses you with the bite as it goes to bite at your leg, since you're standing up on the bed and it's almost like at its head height anyway.
Cool.
Then it stabs upwards with its spear. And the hell dice do not like advantages because it still misses you.
Cool.
What is your AC without armor again? I just want to make sure.
It's 12, but I've got a shield prepared, so I could make it be 17.
Okay. Yeah, it was the
Have you
highest. was
donned
a
your
9.
shield though?
No, the shield spell. I have. The shield
Oh
spell.
yeah.
Yeah, the highest roll they got on both attacks was a 9 at advantage.
The
Nice.
9.
Abby's turn. Whee! Bite attack. At advantage. Like I said, the Avernus dice do not like advantage.
Yeah, weren't
You have a 9,
floating
right?
I mean,
A 9 AC?
I have a 9. Yes.
It misses. At advantage.
Okay.
Just to give you an idea. Okay, there we go. The spear actually hit, but it took the 4th
With what though? Because I have stuff I can do.
spear.
Yeah, I know, but what AC did he hit?
15.
I'm not gonna do it because even the shield spell wouldn't save me.
Okay, you take a whopping 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then, last but not least, Sekald. Tries to nom on you, but not in a lovely way.
He is currently grappled, isn't he?
No, that was the other guy. There's one on
No,
each of
he's
you.
grappled, but he can still attack you.
And
Oh yeah, grapple just makes their speed 0.
The bite does not
Means
get.
he can't run away from you.
He does like the reverse of like a wolf caught in a bear trap. You know, like they try to gnaw at their limb. It's trying to gnaw at your limb to ungrapple.
Jesus.
And
the now
its
heavily
teeth,
armored.
the teeth cannot get through it, even with advantage. But it does stab at your gut with the spear and succeeds. So you take 5 piercing.
What was the roll?
It was 20, dirty 20.
Oh, yeah. Succeed. How much damage? 5?
5.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
misheard
I think
that.
most of us have reactionary shields, so it's probably best to call out the number.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because I have 2 different ways I can do it. I can do it from the War Wizard thing, and I can do shield.
And the Baron, like I said, he just stands at the door and watches how you guys fight. He does not engage yet. Axel went. They went. Did we have
I
two
think it's
fours?
Josul's turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
But he
Abby.
goes before me because I have
Yeah.
a -1 to my dex.
Okay, Josul.
Okay.
You're prone. You haven't got up yet.
Okay. Well,
You're Jabba the Hutt right now, and then you just gotta, lift yourself up.
Oh,
a
you
little
have to
bit.
spend You have to spend half your movement to get up.
it's more than half. It's like
3/4.
most of my movement. Yeah. Because I have 15 and you don't deal in anything less than 5 feet in D&D, so it's like
Yeah, I guess you'd round up to
That's-
10.
so I'm spending 10 feet of my 15
Yeah.
to move just standing up. Which is fine because I can still cast a spell, which is what I'm going to do. So spell attack. That's my proficiency.
Yep. I
Yep,
assume you
plus
spent
intelligence.
half your move, right?
That's my intelligence. My proficiency is.
He said, yeah, he was going to spend 10 of his 15 feet to get up.
Okay.
10 gets spent so I can stand. It's only 2. Dang. Okay. That plus my intelligence. Okay, so it's spell attack. Nah, damn it. Pity I can't roll it again. Oh well. I miss.
What were you doing?
I cast a spell
What kind of spell?
at the
Which spell?
Sahuagin standing next to me. A spell that I have to mark off my list that I don't have for today because it wasn't a cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, but what spell? Because everyone else in
Chromatic.
the room saw you.
Chromatic
Okay,
orb.
There we go.
Okay. Oh wait, do you have the diamond for that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, you pulled out that diamond and you went to shoot it, and you miss, and it hits the wall. Roll me what kind of elemental damage it would have been. Or no, you choose, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was lightning.
Okay. You miss, but
So
the
it wouldn't
lightning
have
singes the wall. So that would be Josul's turn, and it's Abby's turn.
Unless you got anything you want to do as a bonus action.
I can disengage as a bonus action, so I disengage.
Well, disengage only helps if you're
With your
moving.
5 feet.
Yeah, I disengage 5 feet.
Okay.
That's all I have left in my movement.
Abby, on your turn, you are at the right perspective that you do see this 4-armed, 7+ foot tall Sahuagin go in the other room.
Fantastic.
Because the door that connects your guys' 2 rooms is wide open. So you can clearly see.
Okay. Ivy's going to use her 15 feet to get up. So have her movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. Giving me a +2 AC, and then I need the guy in front of me to make a dex save because I'm casting Sacred Flame at him.
Dex save. Not 1.
Cool.
I'm going to use the other d20 that is in this set.
Oh boy. He takes 4 radiant damage, and I'm going to risk the attack of opportunity and try and get out of this room and into the hallway so that I can get a range on everybody.
Okay, I would like to think Sahuagin's reactionary attacks are a bite, so he does try to go, as you go by. And that was whatever you call that, cucked or whatever. I don't know.
Talk.
Cocked.
Yeah,
Cocked is something entirely different.
I know. That's why I'm like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't right. Okay, so 17. No, sorry, 19 would definitely hit. So you take a
Yeah,
whopping
would.
3 piercing damage as it takes a chunk of your flesh.
Fuck. That's actually what you see. You see little Abby run out there in a fucking nightgown, bleeding and cursing.
And at the end of your turn, I think Kade's the only one that knows Dwarvish, right?
Katie knows Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Josul knows 2 languages, so.
You hear the captain in the hallway say in Dwarvish, "Oh no, you don't, you fucker." and you just like hear her footsteps in the hallway, just like dun 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 dun, as she's running towards the door the Baron is at. And for a brief moment, a blade comes into view as the Baron turns around and he goes to block with his trident.
I love the height difference.
Yeah.
Katie's like, take him out at the knees.
And she does actually cut him.
Yes.
And he lets out he lets out a sigh of aggravation as he faces away from you now to combat a threat. And
Hey, Josul.
it loops back
It's a
around.
back.
Loops
What'd you say? Sorry.
It's a back. Go stab it.
Katie's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've got the guy wrapped up in my bed sheets, right?
He is currently restrained, yes.
All right, so Katie is going to roundhouse kick him again, this time with advantage because he's restrained.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. A 12? I rolled bad.
That just hits.
Oh, all right. So I almost misjudged the distance, but correct at the last minute and do kick him for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
He falls down dead as you break
As
his neck.
As he's falling where I kicked him, I like wrap the sheet around his neck as he falls and like twist his head around so it turns toward me, and you see that wisp of ghostly like smoke pass between us, and I'm like crack my neck and look into the hallway, and I'm like, who's next? As I get 6
Abby is
temporary
both
hit points.
disturbed and impressed.
You're pretty sure the big four-armed guy noticed that. Even while he's in combat.
He has 4 arms?
Yeah. Which, by the way, Abby's in the hallway with him almost at this point because she used the remaining 10 feet of her movement to get out of the room.
I should state out of
So
this
I could try
Also-
to
standing here, Josul has 10 of his 25 hit points.
Oh.
Rounds of
Yikes.
combat and he's dead.
Also,
Okay.
the
That's
biceps.
why I wanted to get sight on your room.
The
Mhm.
biceps on this four-armed Sahuagin are as thick as a normal human's chest.
So Katie sees this thing for the first time now that she's gotten rid of this one guy and goes, I turn on the one that was attacking Abby. I'm going to spend a key point and leap at its face and flurry of blows at it. So,
Tasmanian
I
Devil,
get
go
to-
ahead.
make 2 more unarmed strikes as my bonus action. So this one I don't have advantage on. So first attack is a 12.
Hey, hits.
And I'll roll the second attack. Second attack, natural 20.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember that D100 I had you rolling earlier? Can you
Yeah.
do that? Can you do that again, please?
Yeah, sure. How's a 3%?
It does push him back 5 feet into threatened
Okay,
squares for Abby if she
Well-
wants to punch with her little halfling fist.
Let's see. I'm going to roll damage on those 2 attacks. So that's going to be 15
Fuck it. Why not?
15 points of damage.
Actually, no. I'm not going to do that. I want to save my reaction because
Okay.
I don't want to get stabbed again.
That's fine because it's dead. But it does. The
All right.
dead body
Because
does
I didn't want
fall.
to waste my.
The dead body would fall into you. I need a dex save. For Abby.
Oh, why?
It got-
No.
It got pushed. It got pushed 5 feet, and it was. She's like flanking essentially with you.
That's a 10.
Okay, you are able to move out of the way, and the bed frame breaks as the dead Sahuagin corpse hits it, almost perpendicular.
Can I, because Katie has 40 total feet of movement,
Mm-hmm.
can I use the rest of my movement to sort of tumble into the hallway and sort of like confront this much larger figure?
As you go
I think
into the hallway,
most of us are in the hallway now because I'm either in the hallway or right at the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
The captain is in the hallway, and so is the forearm guy.
as you go in the hallway, you see a dead dwarf with part of its
Ah!
face bitten off, blood going all over the wooden floor. Seems to be dripping down
did
below
not.
the deck further. Looks like a
I
shark
look
attack.
up. I look up at the big guy, and
You can barely see 2 of his arms through the doorway as he seems to be in combat with the dwarf captain about 10 feet down the hallway from where you're currently at this doorway.
I look sideways at Abby and whisper, that's a big guy.
Yep.
All right, I am done this turn.
All right.
Oh, that's right. You're out. I thought you had
Sekald.
one more attack.
Nope, I used them up.
Okay, so double check what I can do here. Okay, so my little Sahuagin friend is still grappled, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Kicking and literally biting.
Okay.
Wait, are you an evoker?
No. Yes.
You can shape spells around.
Spells. Cause a giant
Everyone in this
freaking
room.
ice knife or an explosion of some kind and shape it around your friends.
Well, Ice Knife
Do
can only
that.
hit two creatures.
No.
True.
Well, okay,
Creatures
in that
within
room,
5
but-
feet of the attack, yeah.
Right. But my biggest problem is the claw that I've got is currently concentration.
Ah, right. Yeah. Don't waste
Yeah,
it.
but Ice Knife isn't.
Oh, ice knife's instantaneous. That's right.
Yeah,
As long
you
as
can
you're-
cast on both. As long as it's not another concentration check,
Correct.
the claw won't go away.
I was completely misunderstanding that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So, as my action, yes, I'm going to cast Ice Knife.
Okay, shoot
Been
away.
too long since I've been doing that. And
Wait. Okay, so
First level
for
or
Sahuagin,
second?
I'm waiting for Scotty.
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Answer that. I'm looking up something.
Copy that. 1 second.
Oh, it only increases the cold damage for a higher level spell slot. I mean, it's still not bad, but
Yeah, it's still definitely not bad,
Yeah.
especially for an extra D6. So, yes, God, I'm going to have to keep that in mind. So, doing exactly what Josul was suggesting, throwing the knife and trying to hit all three of them at the same time while melding the spell around my allies. Actually, no, if I do that, they're only going to get hit by the cold damage. Is there one that's in the center of the three that I can aim at?
No, unfortunately. None within range that the explosion would hit other ones. But I do want to point out, being a Sahuagin, and the creature you're currently grappled is bloodied, you do have a bonus to hit if you just do another claw attack on this one.
That's actually what I was going to do, because with the claw, I do get a bonus action to do additional bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also wanted to take advantage of my capability of throwing the ice knife and hitting the other two at the very least to do damage to everyone in the room that isn't, currently trying to
So-
kill me.
Well, it would be
Threat
one or the
versus
other,
death
because
here.
both of them would take an action.
yeah.
I was just pointing that
Yeah,
out there. You have
No, the claw itself says as a bonus action, you can deal an extra 2d6 bludgeoning damage to a creature grappled by your claw.
yes, and creatures.
Yeah,
is
he could do both then.
Yeah, he can cast with one hand and squeeze with the other. Action, bonus
Yeah,
action.
because the guy is still grappled.
Yes, you can. I was
Do
just
it
saying
up.
you could do another attack with the claw on this guy, and you
Yeah,
have
and it
a
would
plus.
deal more damage.
You'd have a +2 bonus on your attack roll because he's not at full hit points.
Okay, but still the fact...
You can do both.
Yeah, can do
You
both.
do
okay.
do what you're gonna do. I was just saying that for
Yeah.
the future.
No, I appreciate the information, but my brain is scrambled in three different directions right now.
So the,
yeah, I
the
do
ice
want
knife,
to-
is it going for the 4-armed Baron, or is it going to one of the ones attacking Axel or Josul?
I'm aiming for the one attacking Josul so that the explosion can also hit the one attacking Axel, while leaving the one in my claw to be hit damaged by just the claw.
They aren't close enough to each other to get that splash damage, but
Dang.
you can shoot it at the one Josul's at and not hit Josul because your evoker thing.
Within 5 feet of each other. Was that not what you said when we started the combat?
No, yours and Axel's were, but not Josul. Josul's on the opposite side of the room.
So you can hit yours and Axel's and protect both you and him from the ice knife, and then pinch yours.
So actually, you might be able to kill yours this round and mostly screw up Axel's, and he may be able to finish his. And it may even finish Axel's because he already hit his. You might be able to kill two birds still, just hitting the you and Axel's ones. The problem is the one I'm fighting is like at full health.
Okay, then in this
Roll that
case,
beautiful bean footage.
Indeed. So in this case, yeah, I'm going to alter that slightly. I do want to go ahead and cast Ice Knife on the one next to Josul, mold the explosion around me, Axel rather, mold the spell around me and Axel so that both of them get hit. So the attack roll for the one on Axel's, if I'm not mistaken.
Roll away.
No, the attack roll for the one on
Yeah, that's what
Oh
I
yeah,
said.
yeah. Sorry.
Standing
Roll,
two,
roll
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Roll
Right.
to hit. Roll to hit.
Ooh, 19 on the die, which is 25 total.
Definitely hits.
Yes. So that's 1d10. And to answer Kat's question, just as a level 1 spell, so I'm not going to worry about the extra
Blow
d6
all your
just
early
yet.
stuff.
Exactly. So that means 1d10. Where's my d10? It's not my d10. Damn it. Apologies. I thought I had this ready. Here we go. That is a 6 on the die for the first damage.
Okay.
And then both of them now make a dexterity save.
And what would the cold damage be for those?
2d6 per.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
How much do you get?
It's a
total?
dex save.
Oh, sorry. I haven't rolled that yet. Jesus Christ, people. Give me a chance. That would be 8 total.
Okay. The one Axel is fighting. Ice knife to its back, and then ice explosion killing it. Half of the damage of the ice explosion hits the one that you're holding in your claw, and it is still barely alive, but alive.
Then I
Squish.
would like to use my bonus action for, is that another 2d6, was it? Yes.
Yeah, I believe it's automatically.
Yeah, because you already grappled.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning, it doesn't say automatically. It just says as bonus action can deal an extra. And
Yeah.
wait just a
It's
moment.
not an attack
The
roll.
text-
You just
Yeah, if
it's
it
just
says
extra
do an
2d6.
extra.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So sweet.
Because he didn't escape the grapple, so he's already still squished.
Mm-hmm.
9 that time.
Okay, now he's dead.
Cool.
So now the only two Sahuagin left is the big forearm dude and the one on Josul. That you guys know of. There's probably a lot more on up above or below or somewhere else.
Yeah,
on
it
the
sounds
ship.
like an army of them up top.
So that was Sekald's turn. Unless you want to move. You haven't moved yet.
I'm basically in the opposite corner from Josul, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. After you is Axel. Axel, the guy you're
Okay.
fighting, died.
Yes, that was very effective. So he's going to give a big thumbs up and a big smile to his Sahuagin friend. And he's... Can I see this Baron now?
Oh yeah, he's like almost right next to you. You were pretty close to the door. Your bed was.
Okay. Cool beans.
It'd be a 5-foot move, and you're on him.
Yeah, no. I'm going to actually, like Casey at bat, kind of like point the maul head at him, but he is actually going to cast Chromatic Orb at the
Ooh.
Baron.
Okay.
And so let's roll to hit.
I like to think it comes out of the very top of it, almost like it's the staff.
Okay. Does a 17 get it?
17 on the not Spanish vampire Baron. That does hit.
Yay! Okay, and that's lightning damage for the record.
Okay.
Okay, how many Ds is that? It is 3d8. Okay. Eight. 11. 17. 17 lightning damage. And then he is going to move so that he is caddy corner to Josul, alongside and like facing Josul's Sahuagin. And with a bonus action, he's going to reach out and lay on hands and give him 5.
Yay!
Heal for 5, and now you have a friend in melee range with your target.
Yay!
And that's your turn, correct?
A sneak.
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. The big four-armed guy snarls, and Sekald, you hear in Sahuagin, retreat for now. And he turns around
Oh, I don't think
towards
so.
the captain. The rest of you just hear like, probably. He sounds really mad. And you see that his shoulder's slightly singed now. And he seems mildly annoyed that you used the spell on him. But he does turn around towards the dwarf captain. And he stabs at her with his trident. Okay, he hits with the first one, which gives him advantage on the second one.
Oh boy.
So she gets stabbed twice, and it looks like he could have done more, but he only attacked twice. And he goes down the hallway, and she takes that chance to try to swipe at him again. But misses.
Am I close enough to get a chance to punch him before he runs away?
No, he's going the opposite direction. Like, you can see he's not going the direction you are. He's going towards
Weren't you in melee range
the
with him?
steps. Were you?
I tried to close the distance with my movement and my.
We'll
end
say
of my
you were.
turn.
You can opportunity attack if you want. He did not
All right,
disengage.
I'll try to punch him.
Can you stunning strike on an opportunity attack?
I don't have
I
that
don't
yet.
think you get that. That's
No.
5th level.
I got a 19 to hit him.
You do hit.
All right, so as he runs away,
But
Him out.
punch
You notice
him.
with his 4 arms, one was attacking with a trident. The other arm on the same side blocked the attack from the captain. Like, actually grabbed the sword and deflected it across. But your
I'm gonna
attack's
punch him. I hit him in the small of his back for 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. It was like hitting. It was tough. We'll just say the least. If you weren't well trained in the monkish ways, that would have hurt your hand. But he stomps towards the stairs that go up to the top of the deck. That other one disengages and goes out into the hallway and starts heading towards the stairs as well. And after them, you hear more combat up above. Let's see. Yeah, you all feel a slight, it was like a very mild earthquake. As
Boy.
Sekald, you hear up above.
You say release the Kraken. I'm coming over there and smacking you.
Says in Sahuagin, tremble. Up above. As you all feel like whoa. And
Every Sahuagin on deck shakes, and the boat shakes with him.
you can give me an Arcana check if you guys want to know what the hell these spells are.
Yup.
Eh.
I got a 2. I did not hear about this.
I was about to say it's a lower DC.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you're pretty sure it was thaumaturgy.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And-
6.
You have no idea, Josul. It's a DC
I had a
10 for
Earthquake.
it's DC 10 for
Powerful
cantrips.
spell. Powerful earthquake spell. I must have just avoided the damage because of my blubber.
How are they able to use an earthquake spell? There's no earth.
Weird fish magic.
We're on Orith. It should be an earthquake.
Earthquake.
All right, so dumb puns aside. After them is Josul. There's no current visible enemies.
There was a guy that disengaged from you.
Yeah, he ran off into the hallway and went off with the big 4-armed guy.
Is there a way that I can move so that I have visual to where they ran?
Oh yeah,
I mean, you did say that you sleep right next to the door.
Yeah. And you can use a cunning action, your bonus action, to get a dash.
Do you have a crossbow?
We got light crossbows from what's his face?
I have better.
Yeah, but did we
Since
have
you're-
that with us?
Since your movement speed is 15. No, darn it. You'd be 10 feet away. You would have to bonus action dash.
I got my marrow spear,
Mm-hmm.
and I bonus action dash,
Mm-hmm.
and then I use the marrow spear on the big 4-armed guy.
He's a
Oh,
bit
shit.
He's a bit further
He might
back,
be
and
further
these are
away.
narrow hallways. He is bigger than the other guy, but the other guy would be giving him cover.
So take out the little guy or go for the big guy knowing
The
he's
big
going to have
guy-
a higher AC.
Big guy would have higher AC. You wouldn't have disadvantage on this at all.
Hmm.
You
But
can
his
go
AC would be too higher from cover.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Roll a dice if you can't pick.
Follow the road.
I gotta do what your soul would do. No, I'm going for the big guy.
Okay.
Damn it. Nope. Should have hit the little one. 13.
Okay. You throw the harpoon. And as you
I don't think he threw it. I think he did it in melee.
you'd have to throw.
I'd have to throw it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. It's got a rope on the end.
Mm-hmm. As you throw it, the Baron easily deflects it with his trident, and it gets stuck into the side of the wall. And he continues up the stairs. He barely even looked back and saw that.
Alright, well, that was my turn.
All right.
Abby takes 2 points
Abby's
of table damage.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm in the hallway. Do I see these guys going upstairs?
Yeah.
They haven't made it up the stairs yet.
The Baron's like most of the way up the stairs, and the not Baron is still in the hallway.
Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah. He would have cover.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and try and take out the guy behind him. I'm gonna do guiding bolt on the Sahuagin going up the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. That's garbage. That's totally missed. That's a wasted spell slot. I got a 9.
Okay. In your panic, you like run down the hallway and you try to cast it real quick, and
Yep.
you shoot too high or something.
And I'm trying to follow them. I want to get to the deck as soon as I can.
The captain, on her turn, does the same. Actually pushes Axel out of the way with her sword out. And
She wouldn't need to. Me and Abby are the only ones in the hallway.
Sorry, Abby out of the way.
I'm still in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Abby will let her get stuff get shoved. She don't
That'd
care.
be ridiculously mean. I'm gonna go out of my way to go into another room just to push you, and then leave, and then go. Yeah, no, she definitely does not do that. When I say push, I just mean like she really wants to catch up to them. And she does strike the little guy in the back and kills him.
Nice.
She does get another attack, but he's not in range,
Ooh.
so never mind.
Does she not have a throwing weapon?
Well, not out. She has out a longsword currently.
Because she tried throwing that.
He doesn't look even close to bloodied, so she wouldn't risk losing her weapon
Yeah.
just for that.
So
Kade,
I
it's your
think
turn.
it's Katie's turn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How
And
far
at the
is-
beginning of your turn,
I am a-
the big four-armed guy shouts up above something in Sahuagin, which Sekald clearly hears is retreat.
How far is he from me?
I would say 20 feet.
All right. Katie runs
Abby's
down
already
the
against the
hallway,
wall.
and if the dwarf captain's in the way, I'm gonna like spring off her shoulders and like just
Flying kick.
launch at
Flying
him.
kick.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like try to flying kick him in the back.
Yes.
Ooh, that's not a good roll though. That's only a 9 as I flying kick toward him.
As you
Ooh.
flying kick, one of the hands just catches your foot in with the palm.
All right, key point. I'm gonna flurry of blows, and I'm gonna
I'm just
spin.
imagining he's holding you upside down and you're just pummeling the shit out of his
Yep.
stomach.
I'm gonna spin in his grasp, and I'm gonna try to hit him in the stomach. Here we go. Oh God, that's a 10.
God damn it!
One more hit.
This one does hurt your hand, as he does have armor on.
Oh,
I'm gonna hit him with the left hand now because that hurt the right hand. Oh my God, that's only a 12. No, that's a 14.
throw your dice away. Throw them all away.
He's just catching you with every limb. He's like fucking General Grievous up in this bitch.
I
Yeah.
mean, he
He's-
does have 4 limbs.
He
I imagine more of a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
he scoffs at you, and whatever language he says this in, it doesn't matter because it's the same word in every language. He just says, "Liminal," and he faces away from you and continues going on.
So he like drops me, and I'm like, ow.
I was thinking more of along the lines of a Sasuke and Kakashi moment. Each limb is caught by a different hand, and then finally it just drops you.
Sekald,
All
it is
right,
your turn.
yep,
Wait, if
I'm
that's
done.
all, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just sort of like lying on the floor for a second, like, ow.
Okay. outside of character, is there any chance in hell of me getting to the hallway and being able to hit anybody?
He
heading
would
back
still
up
be
that?
within line of sight if you went out into the hallway currently.
If I went out into the hallway?
Yeah.
So,
Great.
Could he hit him with ice knife? I
You can
mean,
hit him.
their move. You could shape it around allies so none of us get affected.
You could also use
Good thing for Katie.
you could also use your knife ice to ice knife. I don't know.
Could I use my knife of ice as the base of a shadow blade so that if I threw it, it would immediately return to me upon a bonus action?
No, those are 2 different spells that were.
Shut up, Jesse. I wasn't asking you.
No, because the shadow blade is its own unique entity. It doesn't.
Damn it! I wasn't asking you. No. Sorry. Actually, yeah, I do actually want to cast Ice Knife as a 2nd level spell,
Okay.
and obviously moving into the hallway and chucking that bastard as hard as I can. And we get. So, Scotty, does a nat 20 hit?
I don't know. Does it?
So every time you critted with a spell, has it been Ice Knife?
Yes.
It has.
Well, I mean,
Because that's all he ever does.
yeah. I was about to say it's his go-to attack. It's like saying every time.
Yeah, I think
Katie
all your other
crits,
spells are usually a.
It's with an unarmed strike. All right,
Well,
roll
yeah. Does
D100.
Katie use normal weapons? No, you use a short sword sometimes, don't you?
All right, Sekald, roll me that D100.
Not a drunken master, so she doesn't use Jackie Chan style fighting, but
And we get.
They don't actually gain proficiency in.
you do if you take Scott's drunken master, which I
Yeah.
like way better than the one in the book, and it's actually more fun to play.
That one's
Not
from
any-
like
Really,
that one's like from 2015, and I don't think I even have that document anymore.
I still do. I think.
Oh, sweet. Anyway, so Sekald.
95.
Oh, that's good. Okay, let's see.
Oh,
Hey,
that's-
guess what? Your attack was made with a spell or magical weapon.
Oh, God.
Yes.
And this is bad, because that means both the
Oh.
captain and the Baron and Kade all need to make strength saving
Could
throws.
he have used
No.
his?
Actually, he shaped it around him.
Shaped
so
it
they
around them.
He shaped it around Katie, maybe.
It would have been the
Oh.
only people that
He
I
would
could
have been able to
it.
shape it around the captain, too.
I would say, with the evoker thing, I would totally say that it does not affect your ally since you're sculpting around it.
Good, because that's exactly why I was hoping to cast it as a 2nd level spell. Although you guys are probably a little bit chilly at this point. You might have a little layer of frost.
You catch him off guard. He falls prone.
He's got his
Oh,
hands
shit.
full.
Oh, shit.
No, he dropped her and walked away.
Your ice knife goes flying and it hits him right in the middle back of his armor and pierces through his armor. It takes him by such a surprise, and the weave was extra strong with you today, apparently, that there's a massive shockwave that's released from your attack. And he had to make a saving throw or a strength saving throw or fall prone, and he got a nat 2.
So what was your damage?
I haven't rolled it yet. I was
Roll
waiting to hear what happened.
roll the dagger
Yeah,
first.
2d10.
2d10. Where's my team? That's not... 2d10 gives me 12.
Cool.
Okay,
And then it would
what's
be
your spell
6
save?
cold damage. 66 cold damage.
Spell
um,
save is 14.
Okay, he had disadvantage because he was prone, and he just made it.
Dang it.
You still
But-
roll your full dice, though.
Yeah,
but
still
it's going to be a total of 3d6, so 6d6 for the
Yeah.
cold damage, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
60.
Ouch. Critical spells, man. That's whew, that's death. Can I sneak attack with my spells?
No.
Damn.
25.
Or everyone would play a spellcasting rogue. Hmm?
Well, yeah, that's a true statement.
25.
25.
You blow off the back of his armor with the cold damage. It
Ice.
turns really
Fuck.
brittle and just shatters like it's ice.
Ice.
Katie looks at him as like ice, ice.
Does that actually like drop his AC?
Yes.
Cool.
Because I said it, yes. I was gonna say just for
Yeah.
cosmetic effect, but if his armor's destroyed, then yes.
All right, MVP Sekald right there.
So Skull,
Oh, does that mean it's my turn?
you moved.
Are you done there?
You cast a spell. Do you do anything else in your turn?
God, what would be a badass one-liner to say right now? Damn it!
Oh,
No retreat for the wicked.
Don't mind.
Cold demeanor.
That's literally what I was gonna say.
No. I got it.
Winter eyes.
The Iceman cometh.
ah. That needs to be your battle cry now.
Damn straight.
Don't forget to winterize your pipes.
Everybody chill.
Oh god.
when you learn Cone of Cold, you have to say that before you cast Cone of Cold. You just everybody chill.
It's a
Cone
rule.
of Cold.
It's a rule.
Ice to meet you.
Oh boy.
Oh, the corny ice lines are awesome.
Hold on. Is this Saltmarsh or is this Retroverse? Which campaign are we doing?
Yes. So
Okay.
it is your turn, Axel.
Yay! How many feet away from me is he?
20 feet,
Is,
but he's prone.
Great. I have 25 feet of movement.
Hey,
So
how about
I'm going to hustle right up next to his head, and I'm going to take a big old carnival swing right at his noggin.
You have
with them all.
advantage.
Yes, I have.
Going for the full Harley Quinn swing.
And I have a nat fucking 20.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Critical hit out of this guy.
D100.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything except 4d6 of smashing to lay on him right now.
I swear.
Katie says from the ground, she goes, I softened him up.
If you get the same result for your crit, I'm going to laugh. Because he's
Oh
already
shit! I
prone.
forgot to. Hold on.
He's like, oh.
7.
Double prone.
Okay, so it was. I rolled 15 on the damage.
Okay.
I doubled my damage die, and that gets 15 for the bludgeoning. But I'm going to roll my percentile now. There's my D10. And I got 100. No, I got a 10. I got a 10. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
I looked at it and I'm like, that's a 10 and that's another 0. Okay, no, it's a 10.
Okay, out of curiosity, just what does 100 do, though?
Yeah.
You'll know when you roll it. Or
Uh,
you can figure out by buying this on the DM Guild. Available now.
Plug
Hey.
bell.
God, they really
fun.
should be paying me. Anyway,
why
so,
don't you tell the people at home what it
At
is?
this point, there's so much advertisement.
well,
It
since you ask, my good man, it is Xanathar's Lost Notes to everything else available on the DM Guild.
Ting. So what does 10 get me?
A 10? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to... Now I actually do have to look up the boat layout, so give me just a moment, because he's like right at the hatch where it goes up to the deck. You may or may not have just pushed him 15 feet. I want to see where 15 feet. Because that's quite a distance.
Or
Tumbles up the stairs, hits the rail, and falls off the back of the ship.
We'll say I started
no,
out
we
going
don't
like
want him to
this.
fall off the back of the ship, because then he can swim away.
I want to.
It's just it's Super Smash Brothers. You just hit him and it zooms in and slows down, and you hear like a ting, finish.
Did I get it? Is he dead?
Flies off screen, explodes.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I want to.
I'll let you know. I'm seriously looking to lay out the boat. Just give me a
okay.
moment, please.
I'm thinking it's like I started with a carnival smash and it turned into a croquet swing. Or polo.
Ready, go. It's the home run game.
Yeah,
He happy Gilmore'd him.
you did.
get into your hole. Are you too good for your hole?
Okay.
I have had a little bit too much caffeine before game tonight.
I think just the right amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say it's pretty accurate. Screw it. You hit him. You did a golf club swing, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
And you know how like Thor with Mjolnir when he first hit Hulk with that like that uppercut? That's pretty much what you
yeah.
did to his head while he was prone. But he goes
Jesus.
flying up, and he just gets right over the railing on the deck,
Damn it.
hits his back on it. You hear a very satisfying crunch noise of his spine breaking in probably 3 or 4 places on the balcony, and he goes ragdolling off into the water.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoops.
oh, damn.
While he's flying back,
The
can I use my
trident-
action surge?
The trident spins in the air, and a few moments later, on the deck right at the top of the stairs, the trident just goes.
I want that trident.
Dang.
Are you even proficient with tridents?
I
He's a
don't
Sahuagin.
care.
Yes, you
Don't
are.
they get-
You are definitely proficient with tridents.
Jesus.
Can I use my action surge to dash over the railing and get after him?
No need. We're ending initiative as the Sahuagin are retreating.
Oh, well.
Aw.
Okay.
A lot of dead dwarves on deck.
As soon as I can, I'm rushing up to the front deck and I'm doing my channel divinity. I'm giving as many people that are down as I can
Do
one
any-
hit point
do-
in the hopes that it will save some that are at 0 but not dead totally.
Do any of you pursue? As you see, when you get up on deck, there's at least 10 more Sahuagin on deck.
Oh, I will absolutely sweep the decks while she's doing that.
But
I
they're
would-
jumping. They're jumping into the water, and one of them you
Yeah.
notice has on various seaweed-like robes that has a
Oh,
bunch
I'm
of
going to
shark teeth
absolutely-
necklaces and a staff that seems to be made of like a rib of some large creature and a bunch of teeth on the top that make like almost a radial
Ugh.
spin
Does a 15 to hit get him if I throw my hammer at him?
at the forearm dude.
No, at the one in the robes, the one that's
Priest-
trying to get
wizard.
overboard.
The
Oh,
priestess. It's a priestess.
Or yeah, spellcaster.
Yeah.
That one.
he doesn't know
Divine
that,
caster.
and they don't show visibly their gender
Okay.
as a race.
I do also want to make an attack whenever I get the chance.
She's jumping into
I
the
have
water.
an action surge.
She's jumping into the water as because you're action surging. I will allow it, just because it's still on
Yay.
your turn. But
Mhm.
when this happened,
So
but they're
I
all
wouldn't be
jumping.
able to-
They're jumping into water.
Yeah,
You can
we're all
pursue
below deck,
and jump
so
into
we're-
the water.
We
But-
could pursue after them, but they're all about doing this while we're below deck.
Roll your attack since you're throwing your hammer.
I got a 15 to hit.
15. Why did I close the book? Why did I close the book?
Because you
Alright.
thought they were dead?
A 15
You
would
thought
hit.
we were done with them. Yay!
You
Okay.
do notice floating next to her is what looks to be a spiritual trident floating next to her shoulder.
Cool.
I just
Okay,
had a
so go on. 11 bludgeoning damage for her.
Okay.
Okay.
You think you dislocated the
And then-
shoulder?
Bonus action to recall.
thought.
And I'm
Okay.
done.
So I do want to pursue if I get the chance because I have a very unique idea that may just work.
Okay. What do you?
What
I
do you
guess
think?
I guess we're gonna stay in initiative then.
Okay.
Just Soul's turn, I guess. Because that would have been Axel's action surge bonus action stuff.
Right. Okay. Holding my tongue.
And they jumped into the water. You hit her as she was jumping into the water, jumping off deck. You almost you almost knocked her into the water, essentially, since you threw a maul at her.
Yeah, Josul, it's your turn, Blake.
Yes.
Apparently, most of them are jumping overboard.
Everybody's moving into the hallway from your perspective.
Josul does not have any really powerful long range spells. Nothing that's going to be able to really kill anything. I could nickel and dime at them, but nothing that's going to
No,
end.
but if you can
The
get into
deck-
the water, you can chase them because you're fast as shit.
The
on
deck
water.
is
Well,
20.
I am way faster than them, yeah.
The deck is 20 feet away from where you're currently at in the hallway. That's just to get up onto the deck of the ship, not even getting into the water.
How far would it be till I got to the rail?
About 15 feet. So
So I'd have to move
35.
35 to get there.
Bonus action dash.
5 feet
If
short.
you don't attack and you do a double dash, essentially, where you move, bonus action dash, you could do it.
And then you'd be in the water,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah, but Josul would also probably realize that chasing after them in the water means they'll probably have shark allies too.
That's fair. And last time you did that, you almost got ganked.
Yep, so Josul's gonna go, better part of valor. And he's going to, within his nature, decide not to pursue the enemy that's retreating. He's not vengeful. He's just like, cowards. He says, almost dead. And then he goes to help as many dwarves as he can.
Did you add that 5 points I gave you back, by the way?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 17 of 25. Better than before.
There seems to be only one living crewman on the deck currently, not including the captain.
Oh, great.
Jesus.
You can't really see the entire above deck right now, especially since it's nighttime. But there, you do see at least 2 dead dwarves on the main deck.
Josul tries to help as best he can with cleanup, then
Okay.
moving bodies around and getting stuff gathered up. And he takes all the bodies of the Sahuagin and just chucks them in the ocean.
No bodies.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually, the ones below where you guys ran.
The ones
those are
below deck,
only bodies.
Yeah. He takes their equipment off of them if they have any, but he chucks their naked bodies in the ocean.
They just killed an entire retinue of dwarves.
Spears.
Yeah.
Weird. Almost seems tribal-like armor. When I say armor, I mean just clothes. Doesn't really help mechanically with armor.
He's not going to keep their clothing. It's not worth anything. He'll keep their weapons.
Yeah, it's just spear, non-magical spears.
Yep. How many altogether?
Let's see, 5.
We killed 4. Plus the trident, so I guess 4 plus a trident.
No, 5, because there was 1 for each of you.
Oh, right.
And you did kill all of them. One of them almost got away.
Right. I'm keeping track of some party loot that we have, because Josul's a merchant, so it's just in my nature to have kept track of it.
Being a merchant, you're not sure if you would even be able to sell these spears. Especially not to anyone aquatic. Because it's clearly Sahuagin craft.
Could he modify them so they don't look that way?
Later, yeah, probably.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going to do later then.
You're such a shady merchant. It's great.
Well, yeah, that's smuggler. Duh.
It's like you find like like you're just fighting a bunch of goblins or something, and it has their goblin god symbol on it, and you're just trying to like really polish out the symbol, and it's like, yeah, no, see, yeah, no, it's just a normal spear.
It's a nice dagger. See, it's
Yeah.
just a bit wavy. It wasn't used for anything foul. What are you talking about? Clearly, you're mistaken.
Okay.
Deception.
Abby, do you do anything on your turn?
She
you
doesn't
pursuing?
know that all these people are dead, so she's just going to run up to the biggest group of dwarves that she can get within 30 feet and give all of them 1 hit point. With my channel divinity, I can spread
What's the
10
range?
hit points divided among all allies within 30 feet. So I'm picking 10 individuals that are unconscious, and they all get 1 hit point. And if they're dead, then nothing happens.
Only the one that is standing takes anything.
Oof.
Okay.
But so Sekald, you're still pursuing, correct?
Yes, and like I said, there's one very specific reason why I asked that. Yes.
Kade, are you pursuing? As you get up
Well,
on
Katie
deck.
would. Yeah, I would come up on. How close is the nearest one that's in the water that I can see?
You don't have dark vision, right?
No, I just have my goggles.
You can
They're
hear.
the.
You probably heard
Well,
them
aren't they
splash.
the goggles of night?
You probably heard them
Oh, no.
splash into the water, but you can't really see any right now.
All right, that would stop me. I would stop at the rail instead of jumping in if I can't see.
Okay.
I'm smart enough to know better. So yeah, so I'm at the railing just cursing, yelling out into the water. That's
Skull.
my turn.
Sekald,
Okay.
you run up, and you're gonna jump in the water, correct?
Not exactly. I do run up, but there are 2 things that I need to double check of real fast.
Mm-hmm.
I have not removed my crab claw arm, correct?
You're still concentrating on it, and it lasts a minute, so you're
Right.
good.
And I can still cast instantaneous spells without disabling that concentration.
As long as you're not casting another spell that requires concentration, you keep your claw up. Yes.
Okay. So then, am I still able to see the one in the seaweed robes?
let's see. As you open your eyes. No, I'm kidding.
Blood-filled red eyes. Red, dry eyes.
You do not have dark vision, do you?
I thought I did. Checking my profile.
On my document, it shows it does not.
Within 60 feet of you, you treat dim light as bright, darkness as dim.
Oh, well, shoot. Okay, you have dark vision. All right, so you can see her just barely in the water. She's
So that
swimming
means
downwards.
She's 60 feet
Yes,
or less.
I would say pretty close to 60 feet at the moment.
Okay, wonderful. Because with my lovely little spell sniper ability, I'm going to use Misty Step, teleport right beside her, and grapple her with the Crab Claw.
Okay,
Nice.
roll to hit. Remember, you used your bonus action for the Misty Step, so you don't get that extra.
I am absolutely aware, but I wanted to stop this one specifically. Jesus Christ, I love these dice. 18 on the die.
Yeah, that grapples.
Tasty.
I'm going to attempt
And she says to you in Sahuagin, betrayer, Malenti.
Oh.
Which in your language means it's like a slang saying you're really ugly. So essentially she just cursed at you.
Not the first time I've heard that one before. So ignoring that,
You do have advantage on your attack because she is injured.
actually,
Or no, not advantage. You have +2. Sorry.
Okay. I don't want to necessarily attack her just yet. I want to intimidate her to drag her back up to the boat. To effectively, what's the word? Have her surrender.
Well, that would take an action, and you're using your action to grab her with the claw, right?
Oh, intimidation takes an action?
Yes.
Usually, yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Then I guess that was my turn. So I've got a hold of her.
Okay. Roll damage.
Oh, that's right. 2d6.
Yep. And then she needs a saving throw. I'm down dice. Jesus. I did when I don't know if any of you play basketball, but you know when it like bounces off the rim twice.
Mhm.
That's literally what just happened with my dice on the dice tower.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, she definitely
So
fails
I
the
got-
strength check.
Ooh, that's a 9 on the die.
Okay.
Or 9 total, rather. 6 and 3.
Okay. So that's your turn.
That's my turn.
Everybody, Axel, you saw Sekald jump into the water. On your turn.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh no, you didn't. You
Um,
saw him disappear into a mist. You don't know where he went.
Oh.
Now I think about it.
No, I
He
don't,
just
but I can
disappeared.
assume.
Poof. Sorry.
Well, I don't think he went for a shave. So I would like to I would like to use my action to summon my crabby friend, and I'm going to tuck him into my hat, and I'm going to run up to the deck. And what do I see on the water? We don't.
Give me perception check.
Xander don't have. Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that would require an action, and you use your action to summon your familiar.
Oh.
Never mind. You currently can't see anything besides the moonlight reflecting off the water.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and dive over, just banking on the assumption that probably he went in after them.
You can just barely see underwater the dark shapes moving around the water.
I am going to switch to crab vision. I get blind sight 30 feet.
You can hear that language that they were speaking. You assume it's Sahuagin underwater.
Okay. So I'm going to be using blind sight for 30 feet
Mm-hmm.
for as long as I'm down here
sense-
because I can't see.
Your blind sight senses 4 targets. 2 of them are really close to each other. Like, let's say this is the circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are here, like really close to each other. There's one
Yep.
over here, and there's one over here. With your
Cool.
blind sight.
All right. Well,
Oh.
I don't have any bonus action stuff right now, so
Okay. Sekald.
Yep.
Axel splashes in the water, and it is definitely audible. And you can see him from here. You can just barely see behind him. There seems to be two very foggy, dark-shaped figures of movement behind him. As Sekald, or not Sekald, Axel is attacked by sharks.
So,
And since they are attacking at the same time, both at Axel, they have pack tactics, which gives them advantage.
of course.
What's your armor?
Well, normally it's a 12, and I have once that I can make it a 17.
Okay, a dirty 20 hits you, but that's the only one that hits you, and you take 6 piercing damage as 2 sharks attack you from the back, suddenly.
Okay. Did that burn my shield, or is that the only bite that they got off that actually would have hit me?
That would have been the one bite that got you. So if you cast shield as a reaction, it did not get you.
Nah,
And
for
you're-
6 damage, I'll be fine.
They're as big as you. These sharks.
That's a big shark.
Like tiger sharks, you know?
Mhm.
So. And not a D&D tiger shark. It's not going to be literally like a tiger front with a shark back.
No,
We're
I
not
got
ha-
it. I
we're
got
not-
it.
Say, wait a minute now. That's not clarified as a animal.
Because we've had that
Yeah,
problem with
that's-
sea lions, so I just
We apparently
I gotta
did.
specify. All right. Sekald,
yes, sir.
you are attacked by a glowing spiritual trident as a bonus action.
Did she have to hold concentration on that spiritual weapon?
Yes, she does, and I'm going to roll that right now. It's gone. Your crush ruined the concentration. Nice. Thank you for calling that out. So
Scotty,
Mhm.
it's not.
it's not?
Spiritual weapon's not a concentration spell.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's why it's awesome.
It's really good spell.
Okay, a dirty 20 I'm pretty sure hits the cult then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How much damage is spiritual weapon?
A D8?
Is it a
D8
D8?
plus your spellcasting modifier. Yeah.
Okay. The trident attacks you, and you take 7 force damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then I gotta look up a spell, because I didn't expect to actually have to use her stuff.
Sorry.
That's what makes D&D so fun.
Mm.
There are no rails. And if they are, you're not having fun. Give me a wisdom saving throw, Sekald.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
That would be 18.
Okay. You do feel yourself stiffen up for just a moment. But you do quickly shake it off.
Okay.
And she says to you in Sahuagin, "Why are you attacking us? We should be killing the others. This is against Sakola's ways."
I'm not part of your people. I'm from a different plane. This is not how we act.
She looks even more mad at you as her turn ends. You do remember the priestesses back home were very, for lack of a better term, bitchy.
Oh, yes. I fully remember my information.
It is
But
Josul's turn.
she's not one of my priestesses.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be any good in the water. I can't see in the dark at all. So, I'm not gonna blindly flounder around and blubber about in the dark while there's sharks in the water. Especially since I'm already bleeding, so nothing like attracting every shark within 2 miles of where we're swimming. So no, I'm good. I'm not gonna bloody the water anymore. If I see any of them pop up above the water within 60 feet, I'll ray of frost them. But otherwise, I'm just gonna stand on the deck here and continue to
I would say
pillage the corpses and stuff.
I would say
down below.
Axel is close enough to the surface. You would see he's being attacked by something. You know which
If I can't,
which one of
see
those
what-
objects is supposed to be him, and you can see 2 other vague objects under the water.
If I could, yeah.
I'll
if
count
I think
it.
I could.
You can attack it. Is what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, I'll ray of frost.
Okay.
Spell attack. I'm gonna change dice. It's just gonna. These dice are being retired. We're burying them at the bottom of the dice ocean, never to be seen in the light of day again. Yeah, No, I'm sorry, not 14. 10.
Okay, yeah, that would miss. Axel, you notice behind you, like a line of the water seems to crystallize into ice for just the briefest moment. But that's Josul's
Yikes.
turn.
Yep, that was it. That's all I can do.
Abby, there's 2 dwarves on deck now, the captain, and 1 surviving sailor on deck at least. And during your turn, they're not going to do any of their actions yet, but the captain says, I'm going to go below deck and see if everyone else is still alive.
Thank God this isn't everyone.
You remember it was a crew of 30.
Do I hear the sound of more combat?
No.
Okay, I'm going after my friends. Yell if you need us. And I'm gonna be a fucking stupid and yell, what the hell is he doing? And jump in after Sekald. And I'm gonna cast light.
Well, you didn't see me jump in though.
No,
No,
but
somebody
everybody
jump
else went into the water.
So
Abby
Axel
was
jump
on-
in.
Abby was
You're not on the ship. Where else would you be?
Yeah, Abby was actually on deck when you jumped off, Sekald.
Oh, I'm aware that she was on deck, but nobody saw me jump.
I don't think
Then-
Axel was subtle.
I don't know.
I wasn't.
I don't know where you are, Sekald. I assume you jumped in.
Okay.
Be grateful I'm jumping in, because Abby was right. If these dwarves were dying, she would have left you to your own devices.
I was expecting her
She's
to do that in the
very
first
annoyed
place.
at you right now.
Let her
She's very
get
annoyed at everything. Yeah, so that's what I do. It's an action to cast light.
As you cast a light, everybody that's underwater immediately sees that there are 4 sharks total. 2 of them are attacking Axel. 2 other ones are on the other side of the boat underwater, but they seem to have noticed the new blood. They were eating dwarves that had been thrown over the deck, dead.
Great.
Well,
At least that's
we
what
just
you
gave
assume.
Abby nightmares.
But that's, you can just barely make that out with the light,
Actually-
slow light radius going out that far underwater.
I cast light as a bonus action I cast light as an action because it's a cantrip. I'm gonna go ahead and cast healing word on myself.
Okay.
But then that's all I do because
Oh, and there are still within visible range 5 Sahuagin, including
Whoa.
the priestess. They don't seem to be engaging your friends, though. They seem to be swimming downwards. Besides the priestess, who's currently grappled by another Sahuagin that you recognize.
as Abby jumps in and starts swimming a little further, the most of the blood that she had been trailing is now gone. I am down by 1 hit point now. I love being a life cleric.
Heck yeah.
They can still smell you. You're down
Oh
by
yeah,
1.
no, but I'm
Does that mean Abby's new nickname is Chum Bucket?
Oh, ouch.
no offense. I feel like that's Josul because it's more often
would-
Josul that jumps in the water and gets chewed up.
She would be Chum Bucket if she was wearing all of her armor and she was really hurt.
I thought she was still wearing all of her armor, but the blood trailing off of it would
No,
be...
she's in her
Wearing a nightgown,
PJs.
motherfucker.
Oh, shit, that's
Your
right.
PJs.
I have an 11 AC, and that's only because I cast a spell that gives me a +2.
Yeah.
Okay, Rose, it's your fault you jumped into the ocean with us, okay?
And I apologize for the Sahuagin rolling a nat 20 on their stealth check. So most of the combat happened while you guys were asleep.
Yeah.
So that's Abby's turn as we go
It
back
happens.
to Katie. As Katie, you just hear the little halfling swear a little bit and jump into
All right,
water.
so I'm still up on deck, but now she's lit it up, so I can see the sharks around Axel.
Yes.
Um,
The spooky
how
silhouettes,
far-
since you're above the water looking down.
how far is the nearest spooky silhouette near Axel?
With
For
your
me.
with your monk speed and your swim speed, I would say you can jump off the railing and try to like hit what as you're diving down if you want.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a
Drop kick
torpedo shot. I want a torpedo. All right,
Nice.
yep. So I'm gonna leap in, and I'm just diving straight for the first one that I saw. A 16 to hit it when I dive in.
That hits.
All right, that will be 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Let's see how hurt the sharky is. It wasn't a baby shark. It might have been a daddy shark. Let's see.
I'm gonna sing the song. No, I'm not. I'm
It is
not
hurt.
doing it.
You heard it.
I'm gonna flurry of blows and punch it twice more. So
It's as long as you are tall.
13
13 hits.
hit. All right, that's gonna be 7 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay. It's wreathing around.
and then I'm gonna try to just punch it square in the nose for the final punch.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
When you guys need nat 20s, you get them.
Boy.
Oh boy. All right. Roll your d100.
I got a 20 on the D100.
Okay. This is kind of funny, but go ahead. Roll your damage.
All right, my damage is 7 bludgeoning.
That's the crit.
I only do D4s, so I rolled 2 D4s and got 3 plus 4 is 7.
And
Plus your dexterity modifier, right?
yeah.
That's that. So yeah, I got 7.
Oh, okay.
So the first fury blow strike that you hit with, how much damage was that one again?
That was 7, I think.
And then your crit was also 7?
Yeah, I rolled
Did
higher.
you roll your D100?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I rolled higher on the regular than on the crit.
It's
What
fine.
can I say?
It's fine. The shark's dead. Ironically
Yay.
enough, it gets knocked back 10 feet and is prone. So just flips over belly side up underwater.
I say,
and
that'll taste good later.
being aquatic creatures, sharks, that is very much a prone moment for sharks. If they're upside down, they're essentially, it's like sleeping almost. It's a very vulnerable, but it's definitely dead. You killed that
Nice.
shark.
Awesome.
It is done.
Ooh, gracias, Kitty.
Old meme, never die. All right, so after you is Sekald.
Yes.
Okay, so
Priest
now
is
that
not
I've got
letting
the
up.
chance. Okay, so now that I've got the chance to do the intimidation tactic,
Yep, go ahead, roll.
yes indeed.
We'll say this was for the dialogue you said last round.
Oh, that'll work. Help if I could see my intimidation. Oh, that's fine. Okay. 18.
Okay. She looks intimidated.
Okay. I want her to surrender.
We both know that's not going to happen.
Oh.
I am dead regardless. Scum.
Of course, you had to have the scum in there. All right.
keep moving, scum.
I was thinking more along the lines of Frieza, but that works too. Monkey scum. Anyway,
But you do see fear in her black, dead, shark-like eyes for just a moment. But for your people, it is very hard to show fear. It's kind of something, even from when you are a tiny little tadpole-sized baby, fear is a sign of weakness, and no matter what, you always hide it.
Okay. Well, if we're to knock her unconscious or non-lethal
Strikes.
damage, yes, that would basically allow me to be able to drag her back up, subdue her, and try to interrogate her later. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Then I will use the bonus action to do exactly that with the giant crab claw.
Okay, roll damage.
Oh, that's right. Just straight up damage.
Yep.
2d6.
It's already grappled.
Indeed, she is. 11.
Okay. She is still barely conscious.
Damn it. Okay. How much of my movement can I spend with her being grappled to try and drag her back up to the
Half.
surface? Then, what's my half? 15 feet up it is.
Okay, you just reached the surface then.
Oh, cool.
And that's your turn.
That is. Sorry for dragging this out, guys.
Axel. You can see
So-
everything that's happening now because of the light.
Yeah, so it looks like Sekald's got the sorceress problem well in hand. I've got one dead shark, one friend, and one alive shark.
Aren't there also several Sahuagin in the water too?
Yes.
Aren't they
Um,
fleeing?
Yeah, there are 6 in the water. They're not going to be fleeing once you drag their priestess away.
Well, there are 5 of them and the priest. Thus 6 total.
Okay, are the Sahuagin trying to turn and meet us in the water now, or are they still trying to retreat? I know what the sharks want to do.
They actually have stopped seeing Sekald swim up towards the surface, and they look like they're going to turn around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking great.
Man, fucking cat. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the shark then.
As the
Don't look at
priestess
me like that, cat.
screeches in anger.
14 to hit the shark.
That hits.
Okay. It's clobbering time.
It was clobbering time the second they woke us up with pitchforks.
Woo. Okay. 15 damage.
Okay. That shark is
No. Sorry. 13 damage.
The shark is still very injured.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and it's bonus action for second wind, right?
Yeah,
All right. I'm gonna go
it's
ahead and second wind.
1d10 plus your level.
Your fighter level, specifically.
So okay, I'm gonna heal for 6.
All right. On their turn.
And yep, go ahead.
Oh, did you want to do anything else? I'm sorry.
I'm still with the shark. I don't want
Okay.
to move that.
They swim up towards the surface. 5 Sahuagin. The shark that you attacked looked like it was going to flee when it seems to immediately halt that action and swim straight for Sekald.
Okay, well, he can take a reaction hammer to the face.
Yep.
Okay.
Whack a shark.
16 on the die, I'll get it.
Yep. That hits.
Okay, 16, 14.
That shark is dead.
Womp.
And it also just starts to float lifelessly in the water, just not upside down.
There's a bad boy. No. No biting.
It's called. You just hear in the back of your head just the smallest ping of something dying. And then that's when 3 spears come flying out of the water towards you.
Me or Axel?
You. But for the sheer force of the Avernus dice, all of them... Oh, wait, no. You're injured, aren't you?
Slightly.
Mhm.
So, yeah, advantage for them.
Oh, of course. Of course, when I point that out, it was like 6,
20,
nat
20,
6,
20.
nat 3, nat 1. And then I'm like, oh, wait, it's advantage. Nat 19, nat 16, nat 18.
God
Fuck you.
damn.
So 3 spears move surprisingly fast through the water. And you take a total.
Wait. Well, no, I've actually already used my turn, haven't I?
Are you
well, if
gonna
it's a
shield?
reaction.
Have a reactionary shield that might.
It would block one of those 3. Wouldn't
Well, if you cast it at a high enough level, or it gives them a +5 AC.
Yeah, but it only lasts for one attack.
No, it doesn't. It lasts for an entire round.
Yeah.
it?
After you cast it, it
Do you
lasts
do
until
it?
the beginning of your next turn.
Do you do that?
Thankfully, I included that spell after the last little mishap
What's
we
your
had. And
What's your
yes,
AC now with shield?
18.
Fucking A.
They all still hit then.
So, oh shit, that's right.
The lowest one was 18.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least it wasn't a nat 20.
You take 15 piercing damage.
Ooh. That's gonna be.
I'm still up.
Concentration check.
I think we determined at one point that the person with the lowest HP was me.
I think so, yeah.
Which one is concentration, or is it just?
It's straight con modifier on a d20 roll, unless you got like a feat or something. I think there's bonuses somewhere, but it's not
okay, so
innate.
just the
Combat
Consti-
caster.
Constitution.
Yep.
17, so 19 total. 17.
Okay, you're able
20, dirty 20.
You're able to keep concentration on your spell. It's
cool.
DC 10 or half of the damage you took,
The damage
whichever is
you took.
greater.
Okay.
So if you would have took more than 20 damage, the DC would have been higher than 10.
But
But you passed. So your claw's still there. She hasn't gone yet, because I have a lot of targets I have attacking. And she's really mad at you.
oh no shit.
So coming out of her weird staff is a very familiar looking bolt that seems to guide with light
Oh.
to your face. But you have 18 AC, so it does not hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, shield saves the day.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh boy.
That's gonna be an ouchie, but she
Yes.
missed.
Let's see. Nah, she wouldn't be able to do anything else in her turn. Okay, so after them is our 4.5, which is Josul.
All right. Can I see the priestess?
Yeah, they're on the surface now, and she's screeched.
Yeah.
You're not sure if
I
it
don't
was
like that.
frustration or pain or both.
I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say chromatic orb.
Yeah. That's a good thing to say.
Does that hit a target or an area?
Mhm.
Because you might. Okay, because you might
Target,
catch the cold.
Target.
No, target.
What kind of element, might I ask?
It's good to just keep the same theme. Cold.
Okay. You know lightning would have been possibly harmful to Sekald.
Yeah. Nope. 12.
12 hits.
Wow. Damn.
Pre-
Okay.
Priestess, not paladin.
Every one of these things has had like butt crazy AC, so
No, they're all
Nah,
warriors.
just the Baron. The Baron's literally the only one that had armor, and he's the only one I think you got to attack.
she takes 12 cold damage.
Okay, can you describe how you kill her?
Damn it.
Josul just goes, enough of that, and blasts the chromatic orb at probably right at her head.
I was hoping to keep her alive.
Well,
Yeah,
You-
oh well.
you've got other opportunities. Here they come.
There's
Her
about
head-
40 other ones you can interrogate.
Her head and most of the surface water around you froze solid from that. And now it's definitely end of initiative, as they definitely do just disengage and flee. The 5 remaining Sahuagin go further into the depths below.
Julio.
What about the sharks?
They're dead.
I think both sharks are dead. Yeah.
No, 2 of them are.
Katie
There were
killed-
4.
Oh, right. The other 2 also follow.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna
They
say.
didn't even get to start go into combat, so...
Yeah, Katie got 1 and Axel got 1. So that was 2 dead sharks that were right next to friends. The other 2 were on the other side of the ship. So They didn't even get over to attack anyone yet.
The second you move her head a little bit, it actually starts to crack and fracture, being frozen completely solid.
Ew.
I don't think you're getting information out of her except for what she had for breakfast.
Your claw is harmlessly covered in frostbite.
Thought that would have happened after I cast the ice knife a couple of dozen times.
Well, you sculpted it.
Yeah,
True enough.
you didn't hit yourself.
So I do want to take the necklace she's got.
Okay.
But I also want to ask, is everybody okay if by the time we get back up on deck that I take that trident?
That's fine with me.
Abby's already climbing out of the water.
Yeah, Katie's helping Abby get out of the water.
You notice that out of the crew of 30 dwarves,
Damn it.
that 16 of them are alive.
Better than half.
Abby's gonna go and offer healing to any who need it.
And those of you that have sailing proficiencies know the ship needs a crew of 20 to operate.
Well, guess what I'm doing?
Yeah, Josul Asla has water vehicle proficiency.
And you don't need proficiency with it there. In terms of like player's handbook, most sailors are unskilled, like while the captain is a skilled hireling.
Yeah. The captain's the one with the skill going, you move that rope, you move this rope.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one sailing the ship, you're just doing what I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Abby's got 2 more second level spells and 2 more first level spells, so she's just gonna blow them all on healing everybody.
Okay.
And Sekald's going to offer up 2 of the emergency healing potions he's got.
Sekald. Roll me a d100.
Yes, sir.
As I assume you go to loot this priestess.
Well, I mean, yeah, I thought I said that before I was moving back on deck. So, yes.
You grabbed the necklace, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to check over the body of the Baron.
Okay. And it is well past 9 o'clock. We normally have a break. So we're going to take a break now, and we'll be back around 10 o'clock, maybe a little sooner. Who knows? So we're back.
Yay! We're unmuted, right?
Yes. So, when we last left off, Sekald was checking the priestess for stuff. Got her tooth necklace, shark teeth necklace, and a mummified sea hag hand.
Ugh.
And her staff, which you didn't take.
I didn't know she had a staff.
Well, for spellcasting. It was that one that was made of bone and all that.
Oh, okay, I got
A
you.
giant tooth carved into some other stuff, or bone or whatever.
And you got the Baron's trident. The rest of these Sahuagin, the ones that the dead bodies are still in the ship, you guys can loot their bodies if you want. And if you do, roll me a d100.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I found this really pretty shell. It's
Oh, that-
spiraled with colors depicting the sunset over the water.
Yeah, that's what happens when Katie loots hers, which she totally didn't do during the break.
Not at all.
82 for the one that attacked me.
82. What's that? Trinket. What trinket did we reel in here?
Wheel of morality. Turn, turn, turn.
An old wet rag, but it smells like soap.
Yay.
A 40?
Yep.
Okay, with a 40, you find a pearl 3 centimeters in diameter. The second you take it out of the pouch it was in, which was filled with water, it immediately becomes stone and is worthless.
Whoops.
Is it still polished and circular?
Yes, but it's very clearly a stone of no real money value.
Josul looks at it and goes, could probably do with some paint.
29.
You are such a scam artist. Oh my god. 29. Next thing you know, you'll be selling Dungeon Delver knife kits.
I have not gotten there yet.
With 29, you find a well-preserved herring It seems
You throw goblins.
it seems sharp enough that you could chop wood with it.
A herring?
Mm-hmm.
So I could chop down the mightiest tree in this forest with a herring?
With a fish.
Yes.
The knights of knee will be pleased.
Is it alive? Like it's
No.
actually flesh?
Yes.
It's a preserved herring.
Yeah, it's
It's
preserved.
preserved.
You're not
Okay.
sure, but the dorsal fin on it is extremely sharp. You're not sure.
I'm sure I'm gonna keep
Please.
this. I'm gonna keep this. It's hard enough to chop wood. I mean, this might become in handy on a boat. Who knows?
You know what? I'll count it as a D4 slashing, but only on trees. Anything
This
else
counts
does
as a
no
hand
damage.
axe.
Can
That's
we
kind
say
of
wood?
nice. Or rope?
Or plants. We'll just say that. Plant type creatures.
Vegetable matter. All right, cool. Well, I mean, like, what if I wanted to hack down a door with it?
Yes.
Cool.
If the door is made of wood, yes.
Sharpened, preserved
Uh,
herring.
I was tempted to
Yes.
make it red, but I didn't.
The fishy hand axe.
And for the rest of the campaign, all the doors are stone.
Right.
Abby's gonna find the captain and just be like,
She's over top of one of the sailors, and she's giving a prayer to, darn it, I'm trying to remember, the main dwarven god, the something?
Moradin?
Morden, I think?
Moradin.
Moradin, that's right, Moradin.
Moradin. Or Clangadin and Moradin are the two big ones.
Shut up. I'm muting myself.
Okay. After that, there's not enough crew left to be able to run this boat functionally, so some of you are going to have to help, which I'm sure you don't mind at all, because now you're not stuck in
No.
your cabins anymore.
Abby is going to pull out arrange all of the dead and do like whatever funerary rites, help with whatever funerary rites that they would want for, as per whatever gods they worship.
Give me a religion check.
Uh, 15.
Okay, you do the one that you could think of, which is Procan, which isn't even race specific, it's just sailors in general, so it definitely applies. And it will just say it's like a standard burial at sea, where their bodies are wrapped up in...
I don't have enough silver to actually do the spell.
Mm-hmm.
How much silver do you need?
It's 25 gold worth per person.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's
per
expensive.
person. Yeah.
None of these sailors can afford it on their payroll either.
That,
How
and
many-
honestly, I don't really expect him to come back as undead, so.
Noted. What?
I was just gonna say is, you probably would just follow along and listen in and try to help with the actual like manhandling of the bodies.
After everything's sorted out, though, Abby is gonna be like, just for the record, in the future, guys, we need to talk about what we're doing, because I wasn't really sure what we were doing there at the end. And
I
she's
was
actually
going-
going to go find Sekald if he's not in the group while we're talking about this stuff.
I was going to let them retreat, to be honest, until they started popping up at the surface again. So I started killing them.
We'll say this is
Yeah.
the next day. It's daytime.
Okay.
You guys got your long
Maybe we're all
rest,
sitting around
so
the
you're
same
fully
table.
healed. You got all your spells back.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all just sitting around the same table eating, probably. Because I'd imagine the group of us eat together.
Yeah.
There's a spot below deck with a bolted-in table and all that.
Just, like, we have to...
It's a college, you're still muted.
Wasn't saying anything.
Okay. Wow.
Just, we have to, like, when one of us jumps in the water, let's at least yell and say, hey, I'm going after them. Because there was the risk that if there were Sahuagin still down below, I would have had to choose between you guys and these dwarves, who were defenseless. And I don't want to have to make that choice.
Wasn't my intention to make you choose, but if that ever happens again, choose the others.
The thing is I if we're clear, then at least I know what we're getting into. And I know that it's not our fault, but I feel like these dwarves wouldn't have ended up dead if it wasn't for us. They wouldn't be out here otherwise.
Well, technically, this isn't our fault. We're out here getting paid just like them.
Yeah.
Agreed. I would not put their deaths on your head. These Sahuagin clearly used stealth to sneak in. All of us were caught off guard, including the dwarves that lost their lives. We can be thankful that they was not more of them that died, and just the ones that did. It was unfortunate that they had died, but their deaths were not on your hands. The Sahuagin chose to strike the boat first. They were the ones who drew blood, not you.
Yeah.
It's then
That's
that
when you dove in the water and shouted at them.
It's then that you realize that the captain was coming down and overheard part of your conversation, and she just puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "You would have made a great dwarf." And she grabs
Thank you.
She grabs a mini keg from storage, which is the next room over, and she takes it back to her cabin. So, after that sad note, another day goes by. And on the 4th day out, this happened on the 2nd night. On the 4th day out,
Lord.
you spot the ship.
Oh.
The dwarf in the crow's nest is like, "Wrecked ship off the starboard bow," and everybody looks over there, and you can see
For
it.
what it's worth, every day for like the hardest part of the day, I don't know what part would be the hardest or the most
Noon.
strenuous. Abby's gonna cast Longstrider on both herself and Josul so that we can actually get around the ship quicker and hopefully be more useful.
So I'm not squidging slowly along deck. Sir, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. High noon's the worst for everybody, but especially Sekald, because his skin dries out exceptionally well at high noon.
Oof.
That's the whole
Just
every
dive
4
into the
hours.
water, refreshing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, was trying not to mention that.
Yeah,
Just
we,
have a
I
bucket.
just assume
Just have a barrel on the ground on the deck.
they have
Axel does that too, right?
they have a wooden bath, like barrel thing, whatever you want to call that, a
Oh.
wooden bath. So
So you don't have to go all the way
pretty
into
much,
the water. That's
pretty much no one really gets to bathe. And Sekald has it, so every 4 hours, or you can just sit in it. Up to you. The so
Yeah, let's leave that for off screen if you would.
yeah.
in a barrel just by the side of
Well,
the
you
deck.
can wear your clothes. You don't have to be naked. the boat you see way over near the horizon, and as you guys get within 500 feet of it on the starboard side, you can make out major external features. I believe Axel's the only one proficient with water vehicle, correct?
No, I got it.
Okay, so both Axel and Josul will notice these things because they have sailing
Hey.
proficiencies. The mast seems to have been shorn off, but the upper deck appears clear of debris. And you notice that the ship seems to have been hit by something strong enough to carry off the masts, the sails, and the rigging. Its figurehead, which appears like it might have been a majestic angel in flight at one point, is very hacked and disfigured.
Does it look?
You two and the sailors and the captain all probably come to the same conclusion, and we'll just say one of the dwarves say it out loud. I'm surprised it's still afloat.
Did we actually remember to bring that extra rigging?
Mm-hmm.
Should probably investigate the underside of it to see why it's still afloat.
I agree.
still have I have this strange inkling that it might be an undead involved.
It could be hold.
Well, if it's still floating, it just doesn't have sails, right?
Yes, but whatever
The
hit
hull would
it,
be
you
intact.
hard enough to rend the sails and the rigging off.
How's she riding in
captain-
the
Into the
water?
storm.
How's
Dead,
she?
dead
how's-
as in there's no wind carrying it. It's just half of it is underwater. No, wait. No, it's fine. It's not. Doesn't seem to be
I was
sunken.
gonna say she's the kind
With
of
your
ship you're
guys'
describing.
vehicle
Is not shallow
proficiencies?
on the ground, so it's definitely deep in the water.
With your proficiencies, you can tell it's not. It does not have overflowed with water at all.
It doesn't look waterlogged.
It's not too low in the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's still watertight. It just doesn't have any sails.
And the captain
But if we
gives
want
the
to check
order
the bottom, we
on the
could do
ship
that.
that it circles around this Emperor of the Waves. is the name of the ship.
Well, while they start to circle, I look over at Axel and I go, let's see how she looks underneath.
We can all go. I can breathe water now, remember?
Oh,
Do you have
right.
Yeah, what's your native swim speed now with that armor?
Oh, I'm slow as shit still playing.
25.
25.
Are you
Actually,
of underwater?
Actually, I'm casting Longstrider in both me and Josul, and now I go at 35, and Josul is leaving us in the dust.
60,
And-
right?
yeah, that's 6. So I'm like underwater.
But that also means that when we climb up on deck, you're faster.
The captain looked
Right.
like they were getting a rowboat ready with 2 sailors, and they just, whatever. And you guys just all jump in the water.
Sorry.
If they start to get the sailboat ready, I'm like, don't bother. We can all breathe water. We'll go check her
The
out.
captain just looks at the camera and is like, homebrew races. And then just
I
you
will
all jump in
say,
the water.
before I jump in, I will say, I'll send up a thing that looks like this, and I'll send up like a big pink firework with minor illusion, if we need a sailboat to come pick us up.
Understood.
I was
But
going to
otherwise, we'll
suggest-
just swim back.
Two of my men will be in the rowboat, and they'll circle around the ship, ready to
I
assist.
appreciate it. Thank you.
And he's going to dive off.
Yep,
Follow
same.
Josul.
And so you all dive off.
Abby attempts to dive, and more like belly flops.
Yeah.
You all dive off, and hopefully this will be shared to you. I'm sending you all the map in Zoom chat
Yay!
because there's no secret doors. Oops, spoilers. So there's no need to worry about the map.
You know why divers go over the boat backwards?
Because if they did it forward, they'd land on the boat.
I like that. So does the hall look intact?
Yes, surprisingly.
There are some aquatic creatures that come to mind that are capable of generating all sorts of different magic. Perhaps one of those was involved with attacking this ship.
The
Are there like barnacles
seems
on
to
the
have-
side of this?
It seems to have
Yeah.
suffered heavy damage across the upper decks, consistent with the effect of a typhoon or tidal wave. For those of you
Oh, okay.
proficient.
For what it's worth, Abby is remembering to bring those 2 healing potions, and she's gonna pass them out, and each of us gets one of those antitoxins.
Oh yeah, no.
Every one of us gets an antitoxin? Damn.
Nice.
There were 6 of them.
Oh, wow. Holy crap.
And
Oh, I
then
thought
she has the healer's kit and the 2 sacks in a backpack.
Oh, sorry. The deck is
Toxic.
slightly. I'm reading further here. I apologize. The deck is slightly slanted, so there probably is a bit of water in there, causing it to be slightly off balance. But it doesn't look like it's
But not
off
like
balance
enough that it seems weird that it should be sinking.
Yeah, and if you guys get on deck, it won't count as difficult terrain. It's not that angled.
Are there like barnacles on the bottom of this ship, or are there like fish that are swimming around it, or does it seem like the wildlife is avoiding the ship?
As you swim towards the ship, a bunch of little stuff floating around, but no big fish or anything around the ship.
Just a
Okay.
couple sponge bobbers and some stuff like that.
And no sponge bobbers as far out at sea.
Abby will cast light on something or another also, because it occurs to her that most of us are almost blind in the water.
Actually,
Yep.
sponge bobbers would thrive out here because they just have the sun hitting them, and they are photosynthesis eaters. Yeah, there's actually a small school of sponge bobbers buzzing around on the surface. As you
Getting
guys
ready
get
for the
near,
driving test?
as you guys were swimming, you notice that they zip towards the rowboat while you guys are underwater. They don't seem to have noticed you.
Cool.
All right. Well, if the hull looks intact, then I guess we'll. I look over at everyone else and I go, "Looks like a tidal wave might have hit it." Could have
Yeah, it
been
was
magic."
probably the storm.
I think we should tell the boat to come alongside and tie up to her.
Well, let's make sure. Let's go check first.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's we begin the operation, have them come up now, and we clear the decks so that way, if there is a problem, we can wave them off, or they can cut the ropes and get away.
Yes, that would be a good idea. Then they're not at risk of something else.
Well, I was just figuring if there's a problem, we deal with it ourselves.
Right. We'll
And
clear
then
it
call
deck
them
by
over.
deck, starting with the top, since the hull is intact.
Did Katie come with us, or did she stay on the boat?
I'm here. I'm just quietly like taking it all in as you all are discussing tactics. Like just enjoying the idea that we're heading toward this really dilapidated ship.
As you come up to the rowboat and you tell them to like rope off on the ship, both of the dwarves just look at each other and look at you and like, we've been through enough shit. We're not getting any closer to that ghost ship.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, ghosts?
Aye, you've
I
never
said
heard.
anything
There's no
You've never heard a
ghosts.
sea tale, lass?
Okay, look, I will go.
Ships
and
out
I
at
will,
sea with no crew. That is. A
I tell you
ghost
what, I
ship.
will do.
I've heard a few of those stories, in fact.
I will go and I will check the boat for ghosts. Okay.
I'm coming too.
He's already climbing up.
And he's gonna swim off, and he's gonna.
Make sure you
I
get
know.
that. Make sure you get that thing Albrecht wanted. That box or whatever.
Abby does have a little jar that's sealed with wax that has a couple of her scrolls in it. That as soon as we get up on deck, she is going to probably pull the scroll of protection from evil out and put it in her pocket.
Okay.
Hey, Abby,
Yeah.
if you ever want to put your scrolls in my bag, it keeps all stuff out and all stuff inside comes out dry.
That's
So, like-
super useful.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll just put it in
That
my
way I
bag.
don't have to put wax on a jar every time.
You know
Yeah.
what? If we have that, I don't think we're going to need the rowboat here. Why don't we send them back to the ship?
Well, they're far enough away.
They're 200 feet away. They're keeping like a orbit.
Yeah, they'll be
feet.
fine.
As long as
They're
they
gonna
main,
be fine.
Your main ship is 500 feet.
right, because they don't want to get really close to it anyway, because it's just drift, and that would be too close.
I mean, if the definitely not ghosts have bows and arrows, we're fucked anyway. So
Right. I mean, yeah, that's I'm not gonna lie there. That's a true statement.
Woo! I could fly over to you. Shoot spell.
Yeah. Oh God, he doesn't have arrows. He just
what-
keeps firing.
What is the Skyrim ghosts where they're just
Yeah,
transparent but they are very corporal?
yeah.
Anyway, so you guys head up onto the main deck. The Emperor's upper deck slope gently down towards the ship's port side. The forecastle and the quarterdeck are empty. Short wooden stumps are all that remain of the ship's masts. So 2 masts. The double doors leading to the cabins fore and aft appear intact, as does the metal grate to the deck that offers access to the lower decks. Aside from the rhythmic creak of the ship's badly weathered timbers, all seems quiet. We'll say it's around 1-ish now. 1 o'clock. Not quite high noon.
AM or PM?
PM.
Never mind.
I guess let's go check out the whatever is underneath quarterdeck.
Okay, so on the map that I sent you, you're going underneath Area 1. That's steel grate.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say the whatever number 2 is,
Okay. So
which would be under the quarterdeck, not the main deck.
Yes. All right. So you head that way. We'll say the ship's at like a maybe 10-degree angle
Okay.
for that tilt. No more than that for sure. You open the door. A rough stone altar dominates this cabin. Strange markings covered surface. Dried mud cakes the floor around it, and humanoid skulls ring the wall above. Each is mounted on a wooden spike. The corners of this room are piled with garbage and debris, crudely cut wooden logs, smashed furniture, torn sacks, and shattered crates, and small piles of dried palm fronds, FRONDS.
Fronds. Yeah.
A staircase descends in the southeast corner, and a horrible odor fills the air.
So
That's not a good sign. Can I do a religion check to see who this altar might be to?
I was actually going to say Arcana for mine. Because I think it sounds Sahuagin,
Yeah, go ahead.
but
Well, it's still a religion.
true.
I got a 13.
This doesn't look to be of any kind of aquatic deity.
You guys don't recognize it?
I got a 1.
It appears to be some kind of aquatic deity.
Second. I didn't roll mine. Sorry.
Can I want to look at like the mud and stuff. I want to see if any of it is fresh. Has anybody been here recently?
Okay.
Josul rolled so low, he just thinks it's a pretty decoration and doesn't even realize it's a shrine.
Would that be a survival, or is that just figuring out if it's still wet or not?
What were you doing again? I'm sorry.
You said that there was mud in front of the altar.
Yeah.
I want to touch it and see how, like, if there are like fresh tracks or anything, because this part isn't flooded. So presumably, if the mud is fresh, then somebody was here recently.
30-20 on the religion check.
Ooh.
It's called. You have heard of a surface deity that isn't really a. It's a mix-up between a deity. Sometimes it's called a demon lord. This appears to be an altar of Lolith, as we all roll initiative.
Oh, bless you.
Abby
Thank
did it again.
which is apparently some like demon prince that's spider themed as we roll initiative.
I was okay. I'm just gonna say. I was gonna say before we went on the ship. It's okay, Abby. It's just full of spiders. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say anything when you
Wait
said
a
you
minute.
smashed a
Is that
spider
when you
earlier.
were joking with when you were joking the other day in the Discord, and you're like, Abby's gonna love it?
No.
No, Scotty said that shit.
Yeah, Scotty said Abby's gonna love it.
No, I said Abby's gonna hate it,
Yes, the
Yeah.
cold would love it.
and Axel
Scott.
will love it.
Scott, how
He said,
how much headroom is one floor of this ship?
Let me check.
Like vertical space, how much does the deck occupy?
I think 8 feet. No, 10 feet. Unless specified
Okay,
otherwise,
so-
10 feet high. Right.
So 10, 20, 30, 40. Cool.
Abby got a big ol' 6 for initiative.
Oh, perfect.
I even have a bonus now to initiative, and I still roll garbage.
Well, it's a good thing you have it, or it
I don't
would've
think
been
I've
more.
rolled higher than a 10 this entire night.
Axel, what was your initiative?
It would be good if I rolled that actually. Ooh, 19.
19.
Go for me.
Okay. Lucky for you, Axel, you were the only one not surprised by this.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Just roll.
Josul rolled a 22.
Okay. Sekald, what was yours?
15.
15. Abby was 6. And Kade, what was yours?
13.
Okay. Your dex is a +4 or something, right?
Yes. Yep. +4.
Okay. You are 13 to greater.
Oh, good.
So, on surprise round, Axel, being the only one that gets to go in the surprise round besides the enemies, in the debris that Abby is rummaging through, oh yeah, why did it not say that? Or did it say it? No, they didn't say there was a bunch of cobwebs in here, but there's a bunch of cobwebs.
Oh, joy.
Oh, that would have been a.
And coming
nice
out of the
to know before
cobwebs, that Axel sees, since you are actually going before them, appears to be some weird humanoid-like creature with a spider-like head, a weird roundish body with like fingers like this. They're like little talon things, and it seems to have like a web silk thing, and it's coming up right behind Abby, like it's gonna like Garrett choke her. And
It's like
with
the horror movie thing.
And with it is a medium-sized spider, and you can see coming through the floorboards on the ground are a whole bunch of little spiders. On your turn,
Ugh.
so you got a lot of options here. You got swarms of spiders.
Company.
You got a big spider, and you got a big two-legged standing spider thing.
Yeah.
Who wants
is
to
a-
let me go first?
This is a fun time.
No, it's the surprise round, but Axel's the only one not surprised, so Axel gets to
I
go
was
on the
being-
first round.
Sarcastic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Is there looking around the room? Is there like there's a bunch of like cobwebs and shit you said?
Yes. In one
Cobwebs
corner
are
of the room.
flammable, aren't they?
Oh boy, are they?
Okay, cool. Are there any of these spiders happen to be in that cobwebby area, perhaps?
Small ones, yeah.
Like maybe a lot of them? Yeah?
Actually,
Cool.
Actually, the two big guys are still in the webs because they haven't got to move yet. You just see them; they're like going to go out of these webs.
Great. I cast Firebolt at the webbing.
Roll to hit.
It lights unattended stuff on fire.
Roll to hit on the cobwebs
Roll to hit the cobwebs.
because they do have AC. Believe it or not.
I got
Yeah,
a 14
Okay.
on the die, so
Okay. Roll me 2d6 because that's how much fire damage is done to cobwebs.
it's a D10 for the spell, but okay.
Yeah, you're
I'll
doing
take
that
it,
to the webs, but if there's creatures in the webs while it's on fire, they take 2d6. That's an
Oh,
environmental
cool.
hazard.
9.
Oh, neat.
9 fire.
Okay. Yeah, they take that.
So
Yeah.
now the whole room is on fire, and you can all see the spiders. You're welcome.
Oh, lovely.
Axel, why are
Abby's
you?
just
Oh
like,
my
I
god!
didn't do it!
But is that everything you do on your turn?
Bonus action to get my maul out. I left it on the boat.
Okay. From the sudden amount of fire that just seems to appear really close to you, Abby, suddenly a creature that is on fire comes out of the cobwebs that are on fire,
Uh-huh.
and it
Uh-huh.
starts and it's going to try to strangle you.
Ah!
What's your AC?
20.
Okay. Let me see if there was anything special with them getting to go on surprised targets. I don't
Did
think
they
there
get
is.
advantage?
I don't
Did they
think
get
there is.
advantage? Scott?
I think it's just I don't get a turn.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
just surprised means the first round. Anything that's surprised doesn't get to go in the first round. That's all surprised.
That's what I
does.
mean, yeah, I
Okay.
don't get a turn.
Um,
Which is still tough, but...
yeah, it tries to garrot you, but you move out of the way swiftly. But its spider friend tries to bite you because it was right next to it,
No!
and it's on fire and freaking out. It just kind of like panic runs out and tries to bite you.
I don't... No, continue. You're fine.
Nat 20, of course.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let me put up its stats to see how much this hurts. I know you'll need a con save.
Is it versus poison?
Yes.
I think I have resistance, because I am a stout halfling.
Yeah.
Let me see if that actually applies just to
Drink.
poison damage, or to the
That'd be to damage, probably.
rolls as well.
A dwarf is the saving throw, so I know that.
Resistance
Yeah, I'm
doesn't
checking right
confer
now.
advantage.
Well, either way, I'll Oh, that's not great.
Resistance would basically cancel the crit.
The poison damage of the crit, anyway.
Yeah. Stout halfling. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage. Thank God. That's marginally better. That's a 12.
Okay. So you take half of the crit.
Oh, good.
Meaning you only take 15 damage total from the bite.
Jeez! That was a quarter of the damage?
Yeah, because the piercing still crit damage full.
Oof. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Abby's bleeding like a lot. That's like half my health. Yeah, cool.
And then a bunch of swarms of spiders are crawling up from the floorboards underneath. And this entire room is completely engulfed by a whole bunch of swarms of spiders.
I'm just like Sekald, just burn everything. I don't care at this point. Nope.
Now, I believe...
Burn the room.
I know Axel's in the room. I know Abby's in the room.
I think all of us were.
And the last time this happened, I nearly killed 2 of you. Oh no!
Well,
I'm
now
sorry.
you can shape it now.
Yeah, you can do
Well,
things about that now.
We'll say all of you are in the room. The swarms of spiders are not going to attack Abby because she's near the fire, and they're like, fire bad.
Thank God.
Because they're insects, arachnids, low intelligence. So one swarm is going to attack Josul. Nat 20.
Are you fucking kidding?
What?
No. The infernal dice are like, oh yeah? Well, I'll show
Oh.
you, infernal. Arrgh. I'm so sorry, man.
He ain't dead yet.
Well, it's the swarms. It's not the big guy, right?
Okay.
I got 14 AC. So.
Somehow the bite makes you super nauseous and you're poisoned.
Cool.
Condition.
Is that
Okay,
unusual
so
for
it
the
poisoned
southern
you.
accent?
Swarm. Let's see if they actually do poison damage too. I don't think they do. No, they do not.
How much damage do I
Does he
take?
need a con save?
Nope.
Oh no, that was the crit effect. Never mind.
You take a whopping... Oh, no, it was a crit, so it's double that. Sorry. Jesus Christ. Okay. 17 piercing damage.
Holy fuck.
That was totally not...
That was more damage than I took.
That's
Do
totally
they do
not...
anything else?
This is on their turn, on the surprise round. That was totally not 8d4 damage. And Axel, it's an attack from them. What's your AC?
Well, now that I got my armor on, 18. I think. Double check that. Yes, 18.
Okay, 15 does not get through to you. Kade gets
No.
attacked by a swarm. Ooh, you got lucky. That was cocked, but it was like between the 20 and the 2.
Hmm.
17.
Oh, that'll hit me.
Okay. Why do these have to be D4s?
Take down a Sahuagin Baron like there was no problem. Gets killed by
By spiders. Yep.
The spiders just like crawl all over you and they're just biting
Ah,
you. And you
no.
take 10 piercing damage.
Oh, no. Jeanette doesn't like spiders.
See, let's see. Sekald's turn. Does a 12 hit you, Sekald?
You're muted, Sage.
I said, no, thank the gods. I have 13.
Okay, you're able to.
And the only
shake 'em off.
survivor that walked off of the ship was the Sahuagin, as the
And-
rest were consumed by flames and
And he nopes the fuck out.
And as the surprise
I
turn,
don't think it's your turn yet.
As the surprise turn ends, Josul, it's your turn at a 22 initiative.
Okay.
Being sarcastic there, Cat.
Let's just see here. What area are we in? Are we in number 2?
You're in number 2,
Okay.
which is probably what you're all doing right now.
Yep.
Nope.
Axel might get
Who's
as
next to who?
No.
Axel might get as fat as Josul if you guys survive this, because he's gonna probably eat all these spiders as snacks.
So I just remembered, this room is on fire, right?
Nah, the
Mhm.
webs were.
Abby's defining event is that a fire almost destroyed the docks, if not for me, and I still have the scars from it.
Oh, no.
So I
Oh, no.
literally have fear of bugs and fire in the same room.
The fire is within 5 feet of you, by the way.
All of
Yeah.
the things that you are afraid of are in one room. Welcome to hell. This is the 9th level.
We'll be your guides. Nice to meet you.
I don't know. This is pretty nice for the 9th level.
All of the things you are afraid of are right in this room.
For your convenience.
So are the monsters still in the flaming webs?
No. No, they're not.
Are they still on fire?
No. They took that fire damage, and they were
But
like,
then they ran
they
away.
had fire on them on their way out, but it, you know.
Got it. Okay. Josul is going to protect his own ass.
You mean tail.
Because
For what it's worth, you're a very
Tail.
speedy ass, so you can like throw a dagger and then nope out.
I am going to
Abby's got this dagger.
chromatic orb the swarm that's on me.
Okay, so you point at yourself because they're all over you. We'll say you don't
Yeah,
get
they're
hit
on
by
your
it. Don't worry.
person.
I'm targeting the swarm, not myself,
Yep.
so
So you're fine.
I won't hurt me.
Okay.
I hate everything. So I hope that they have low armor because they're
I mean, they're a swarm.
occupying my.
You had advantage.
Why does he have advantage?
Because we're
Ally
all right
within-
next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ha!
It's like
All
you have
right,
advantage.
hey. That's much better.
That would normally give you sneak attack, not advantage, unless
Oh.
we're doing flanking.
No. Never mind. You don't get advantage. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sweet.
What?
7 to hit. If we have advantage, I got 22.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear the 7 you hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't add sneak attack. You have allies within 5 feet.
I can't sneak attack with magic. You already established that.
Oh, you're using magic. Sorry.
Yep. That's why I was like, God damn it.
That'd be the weirdest thing. I sneak attack a swarm of bugs.
The swarm of spiders that are on me take 15 cold damage.
You kill most of them in one blow. Bunch of frozen
then I-
spiders curl up and fall off.
And then I use a bonus action to nope out of there so that they're no longer in my square.
Okay.
Because unlike reality, if you nope out of their square, they still occupy the square, but not your body. So I nope the hell out of there with a dash action.
Understandable. Axel.
Because
Okay.
Josul has neutral as his alignment. He is concerned with numero uno and his friends, but numero uno is a bit higher on the list.
Okay. So swarms of spiders everywhere. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and one
and-
big end that
you
just tried
might
to
as
take
well-
a chunk out of Abby.
You might as well take.
I tried to. He did.
You might as well think of this visually as that whole area on the map that's not 2. Every square is filled with swarms of spiders.
Cool. Well, that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and target the big guy.
Okay. he's
The
he's
spider.
he's slightly taller than Abby.
You're going to target the spider mastermind?
It's
Yeah, that-
bigger
that-
than me.
That fella. And
That is
I'm
nightmarish.
yeah, it is. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna open with chromatic orb of more fire.
Okay.
Did you roll a crit?
I didn't even close
You've
the
gotten
book.
so many crits tonight.
I'm
I-
gonna bring the camera over here for you guys.
I didn't even
Just
close the book because I just knew. I just keep it open.
fucking- Can you see that green?
No.
No, but I
Alright.
can see the smiley face.
Yeah.
I can see the nice tower. Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, there's a crit.
There's a 20. Yeah, thanks. My wife got me that tower. It served me well. So,
D100, my
with
good
that
man.
in mind, that's going to be 6d8 and a d100 for you coming up. That's not an 8.
It's
or a
like-
D10. That's a
It's
D8.
like either no one nat 1s or nat 20s, or it's just nat 1s and nat 20s everywhere.
Okay,
Mhm.
the percentile was 81.
Oh, joy.
And I'm going to begin rolling these d8s while you're doing that.
Okay. You're pretty sure that this thing can't take opportunity attacks till the beginning of your next turn.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
So if Abby
Oh,
gets
that was the big one?
yeah, so if
Oh,
Abby
good,
gets the
because I would
fuck
like
out,
to get the fuck out.
we'll say he does the movie thing where it's just like ah, so it's too distracted with itself. If it's alive, we'll see.
I said 6. Right.
Yeah, yep.
25. 25 fire damage.
Okay,
Holy shit.
you really roast this thing, but it's still standing.
Okay, well, then I'm going to action surge all over his face and throw the hammer at him.
Okay. Okay.
And, okay, that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Okay. It's dead.
Cool.
There's a chance it wouldn't be dead from that, but it's dead.
I rolled 12 bludgeoning and
Okay,
then
yeah, it died.
bonus to recall. Cool.
All right.
Next.
Up next is Sekald.
Alrighty, so
Do what you do, my friend.
Oh, did you leave the room, Axel?
Nope.
Cool. So there are
I'm
four,
covered in spiders.
three or four of us still in the room.
Uh-oh.
Aim for the back of the room.
I haven't gone. Katie hasn't gone. Axel's still in the room. I don't know if Sekald entered the room fully or not.
No, be it at the doorways. Quick question on that. If I cast a spell at a higher level spell slot, am I able to increase the number of people I can mold the spell around?
Does it say that?
No.
No.
Okay. So,
I think you can mold it around a number of people equal to your intelligence modifier.
Yep. Regardless of spell level.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that case, yeah, we're fine.
So
I
you
cast-
should be able to do at least, I think, all of us.
Yes. So I do exactly as I usually do. I'm just going to call it my signature at this point. I cast Ice Knife on a second level spell.
Do you cast it at the spider, the spiders,
I lied.
or the spider thing?
Hang on.
Or no, the spider thing's dead. So, big spider or a bunch of little spiders?
Cat had something to say.
I lied. When you cast it as a higher level, you do get to shape it around one additional creature.
Oh, cool.
You can choose a number of them equal to 1 plus the spell's... Oh, that's way worse.
Oh, jeez.
1 plus the spell's level
Oh, jeez.
Ew.
automatically succeeds. So you would only get 2 of us.
Well, if he casts it second level, he'll get 3 of us.
Yeah. Because
That's
it'd be
true,
1
yeah.
plus.
Okay.
That should be all of us.
So then,
Aim for the back of the room.
well, at this point, if I aim for the big guy,
He's dead.
is that
Well, the
gonna
big guy's
be-
dead.
Oh, not the big
There's
guy.
a giant
He just went
spider
in swarms.
and it swarms of spiders.
Okay, so the giant spider,
Okay.
who all would I hit?
The spider and the swarms around it.
Just the spider and the swarms?
Yeah, it hasn't got up to Abby. Or no, it's next to Abby. Now I think about it.
So-
It bit her.
Okay,
Great bit.
big spider and mold it around so Abby doesn't get hit.
All right.
And roll that bit. Beautiful. That's not where you roll. But it works. 17 plus 6, 23.
Yep, that hits.
All right. So where's my D10? Is it a D10?
Yep.
Yes, D10 for the first one. So that would be max damage. Love that little eldritch symbol.
Okay.
And then for the explosion, it's going to be 3d6.
Yeah, it is, and it rolled a nat 1 on its dex save.
Lovely.
Ooh.
8, 11.
11 cold.
11 cold. And an
All right.
explosion.
You kill the giant spider. The explosion kills it. It falls over on its back and its legs curl up, and a whole bunch of the spiders around it within that 5-foot radius around the knife all die. And freeze over
Excellent.
and curl over.
Snack time.
God damn it. I was about to say that. Axel, got a snack for you.
They're easy to grab handles, you know? Their legs, you know, they just make little loops so you can just
Snap
finger
off
food.
to.
Finger food.
He just wants to get a big spoon and like eat him like I like Dippin' Dots.
No, like Scooby Doo, and when they had like the Monster Cat Racing Academy or whatever, they had like the girl Frankenstein child or whatever. They had a like a cone for cotton candy, but it was just cobwebs, and you just use that with the spiders.
So I no longer need to eat for the week.
It is that was Sekald's turn, right? That's
Yeah, I'm just staying at the door, so no movement.
okay. Katie, you're covered in spiders.
Yeah, that's not good. Are there only little spiders left? Are all the bigger things gone?
Yeah, just spiders, little spiders everywhere,
Um,
well, except for a nice clear spot where there's frostbite and fire. Actually, no, the webs are burned by now. They're gone.
can I try to kill the spiders that are on me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that. I like to flavor text it as stop, drop, and roll.
I was about to say you actually.
Natural 20!
Nice.
Fucking what?
Yay! I don't know if it'll stay, but it's a natural 20. Oh, it rolled away. No, it
You-
didn't.
You know the drill.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do I get to roll D100?
Yep.
Yay! Oop, that's cocked. 34.
If they had equipment, they would drop it.
I do 4, 7, 11 points of damage this time on my crit.
Okay, for funsies. One of the spiders had a bunch of baby spiders on its back, and all the baby
Ah.
spiders go off everywhere.
Can I run out of this room?
Yes, you can.
I go, ah!
Sekald just steps to the side and lets you pass.
We'll see some of the spiders' reaction try to nibble at you a little bit,
Ah!
but it's from the mostly dead swarm, and none of them get you.
No good.
All right. Then it's their turn. Let's see what they do. All of the tiny spiders immediately, all at once, crawl back into the cracks.
Mm.
Oh no, you don't.
You notice a lot of them go down the stairs that were near the stairs.
Is a 16 in hit to
They
for,
disengaged, so you do not get
did
a
they?
reactionary
Okay.
attack. And that's where
course.
we're gonna end it for tonight.
Ah!
Can I heal myself before we end? If we're out of combat.
No, I'm kidding.
Josul
Yeah,
does
do
not
it,
let you.
do it. Just keep track of everything you guys have used, please.
Yeah. We usually use well, there's no cantrip that heals anymore, is there?
There isn't
No.
retroverse.
Oh, there is? Wow. What is it?
I forget, but it's just a straight D4, and you can only do it on that one target once a day.
Oh. So they did limit it to some degree. That's
It's a
neat.
cantrip?
Yeah, Gruk has it.
Oh, okay.
It's what he healed our commoner hacker friend with.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna just use a first level slot and hope my D8 rolls well.
Who's really fucked up right now?
Josul has 8 of 25.
Heal him. I'm fine.
I was gonna say, do you want to maybe take a short rest
We could do that, yeah.
before we delve deeper into this fucking ship?
Well, we'll decide that next
Go for
time.
it.
I'll write down that we're considering taking a long rest.
Yeah.
Or considering
I'll just-
taking a short
I'll
rest.
just keep Josul's hit points at 8 of 25. So when I see this next time, I go, oh boy, is he not going to be in combat?
Somebody should go back to the boat and like pick up some extra supplies and be like, "Ship's haunted." What? Ship's haunted.
And now you just see Sekald walk out, grab a sack, instantly cast, create an ice knife, just prepared to walk back down the stairs.
All right, so
I mean, technically, the mithril box doesn't burn. But the
yeah,
papers.
but we kind of wanted to take the whole ship back home, right?
so anyone got any plugs as we call it a night because it is 11, and I know some people have things
Boy, I didn't even
obligations.
realize that.
I gotta go get mine.
Tomorrow morning in this channel, it's our Waterdeep campaign.
We're maybe gonna go fight a dragon,
Rain and misroll. Yep.
and definitely not gonna go hunt down a goblin that we absolutely hate and want to murder.
Yeah.
Fair.
I gave him a fate worse than death, knowing that I could
Wasn't
go and kill
expecting
him.
Kevin played this goblin as the worst piece of shit ever. Go watch the episode. It was great, and I hate it. And I hate.
Wasted a 10-day of marching.
I was
Nice.
I was not aware that your party had a murder boner.
We didn't,
well,
and then we met
we
this
do
this
For
goblin.
this goblin.
Kevin really knows how to bring out the murder in you. You know?
His special skill is knowing how to bring out the murder in the party.
Uh-huh.
That's fair.
Neat.
And any other plugs?
Yeah. Tomorrow afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'm running Skull and Shackles on my Uncanny_Adventures Twitch channel. So more pirate stuff.
Hopefully not as many spiders, right?
No, tomorrow I don't think there'll be spiders. There's some other stuff going on though. So it's
Okay.
And as
Yeah.
always, stay tuned to Scotty's channel because eventually we'll be trailing the Wild West, partners.
Well,
nice.
see you there.
That would have been so much more effective if the headset wouldn't have been in the way.
Yeah.
I guarantee you I've got a couple of 10-gallon hats I could wear.
And I have another new prop as well.
And
Oh.
Ooh.
next week we'll be running a vaccine campaign, but unfortunately, due to obligations, there won't be Trackless Seat next week. And
Yeah.
on those notes, we'll call it a night. Thank you everyone who watched, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.